Hello, and this we are loading my apartment. We are here in what is Gamedec. For a second, I was like, what is this game called? Okay, Gamedec, the cyber detective stuff, or game detective or whatever. But game detective doesn't sound cool at all. But I go inside games to um, solve problems in this futuristic Warsaw. Send the advertising drone away. Now I have Glacier. I learned this skill while on my mission. Before I couldn't send this thingy away. I once installed a gadget in the window that disrupts the sensors of such invaders. Okay, this doesn't make sense because uh, the last time I was in my apartment, I hadn't installed the gadget to send the drone away, but right now, I learned the skill while I was on the mission and then, retroactively somehow. Or does it mean that I installed the gadget here like years ago, but I just learned to use it while I was on the mission? Doesn't make sense. Ludonarrative dissonance. The spirit of Total Biscuit calls to me. All it took was a short signal. The drone received an error message that made it return to the shop for inspection. It was time to face reality. Okay, but anyways, I'm in my apartment and there's no power. I woke up and the power was out. But yeah, I recall him saying that the Bliss, like my Alexa machine thingy, should have power, so Bliss's control panel. She was the apartment's AI and my non-corporeal companion. Glacier analyzed the system. BWI had been developing AI modeled after the human psyche for quite some time. Even the holographic visualizations looked like brains. Brains. Everything seemed fine, but it shouldn't have. If there was a surge or failure in the tower, it should have left a sign, but there was nothing. The software truly looked like I was activating it for the very first time. It made no sense. I checked the grid. The system didn't find any defects in the apartment. The fault was on the provider's end, which in this case were the tower generators. I wonder if this is related to the virus I encountered on my last mission. What's the problem? Could you contact the electricity provider and report a problem? Of course! Problem reported. I've been assured that everything has now been restored to working order. By the way, you got a new contract. Oh?
Breaking news.
Holovision. Today is Tuesday, July 18th. My name is Gina Gord, and this is the news. The creation of DigiNets by BWI is still a very controversial topic. The company's spokesperson, blah blah blah, strongly denies the gossip, saying that psychoscans have been performed without the consent of the psyche's owners. I could never be TV reporter. I suck at just reading stuff without screwing something up, like I just did here. The spokesperson stresses that any attempts to discover the company will not go unanswered. Discredit. Did I say discover? I don't know. See. This has been Warsaw City News, your source for up-to-date domestic and international news all day long. Okay, and it's this guy who we just saved his son from a cyber hacker, Mr. Haggis. Why is it so difficult to get blue stuff? Well, I haven't gotten much green either. So yeah, I'm spontaneous and determined and sincere. So, okay, let's see. Rules, caution, logic, facts, discretion, accuracy, loneliness. She'd be like, "Ooh, don't touch me." Then I get more blue points. Glacier, I love the smell of a computer booting up in the morning. The money from my latest contract could be used to give it a few upgrades. Nah, there could be more other expenses. Just check the. Now look up Home Clan. Came up in my previous case. First piece of info. The clan values vigilance above all. Being in the moment keeps one's intuition and senses alert to all signs. This is the only way we can reach the truth, fellow clan members. Typical marketing copy. I looked for a contrasting opinion. Page 6, ninth result. They preach equality, saying that truth will set us free. Bull! It was all about getting suckers to pay. Well, yeah, they did admit that, they get suckers to pay, but I guess, people who um, seem sincere in their search for the truth, maybe they also act more sincerely. But of course, it doesn't mean that this clan has any more insight to the truth than anybody else. That was enough. If the number of results was anything to go by, the topic was a bottomless pit. Okay, net, anything else? Nope. Games, Void Stars. I don't really. How about Twisted then? I received new blades. We love the smell of blood in the morning. If you do too, take a look at our newest blades that will be useful in mid-sex skirmishes. This game is sort of disturbing, in a subtle way. So far at least, it hasn't gone overboard, so I appreciate it. Needles you can hide in your hair, knives that look like ponytails, telescopic nails, or other telescopic deadly wares. Be sure to stop by the in-game shop. Twisted and Perverted beckons. About discount skins. Morning, killer! We see that you were using an official skin when you last visited us. Very bold of you. If our standard skins weren't your thing, we currently have a special deal on some that will please even the most discerning stylist. The Monster Collection, become a bloody hockey player, a lizard or cat person. Special prices don't expand beyond the promotion period. Now I wonder because when we were first investigating the case, the boy he was stuck in Twisted and Perverted, but his friend originally said that he was in some beach game, which is it's also like a naughty game, but not as twisted and perverted as this one. So I wonder if we logged onto that game, would we just have failed the case or altogether, or could we have traced through that game into twisted and perverted or something. So I guess there is sort of some replay value in this. Anyways, the Monster Collection. Become a bloody hockey player, a lizard or cat person. Special prices don't extend beyond the promotion period. Well, yeah, hockey player sounds cool. Yeah, okay. Let's check the mail contracts. Mr. Gamedec, got a problem. The transfer gone through. Find me in harvest time. Once you're there, I'll just clue your way. Attached was an invitation to a location in harvest time and an advance standard rate, plus a few pennies after the decimal point. Yeah, I got some. The Bob Zappa, the guy who we helped locate his wife, he gave us, we should tell the barkeep some password so we get some bonus stuff in harvest time. The way in which the letter was written, coupled with the advance, suggested I'd be dealing with something odd. Nevertheless, I took the contract, partly because I didn't have any others. Yeah, I guess. This is a game, we are supposed to be doing gamey stuff. My virtual couch made by Surfer Industries, fully functional, ready to go, and awaiting instructions. Glacier, report defect. The couch reverting to its default setting was alarming. My health depended on it working. Someone needed to take a look at it. Fortunately, every couch had a sensor. Technical assistance required. I just needed to touch it and confirm. It read, "Thank you for your report. We will get back to you within a few days." Okay, I had checked everything. I'm gonna have a look around if there's anything else in the apartment. Answering machine. Guess it's just ads.
I was playing Twisted and Perverted, and my skin went down, so yeah. Now people know who I am, and what I'm doing in the game. Happy, please. The car is my general family. Can you take care of it, please?
Okay, so somebody was playing Twisted and Perverted. I didn't hear it so well. But anyways, they want me to help, but I didn't get any option to start a new case, so I guess it's just maybe it's like a subtle ad, like, oh, please come to Twisted and Perverted to help me, and then you end up doing Twisted and Perverted stuff. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna log into Harvest Time, Harvest Moon. I'm not sure if I've ever played any Harvest Moon. Maybe I did try one on an emulator once, just for a brief while. Harvest Time HUD. The Harvest Time HUD shows your farm level, the amount of gold coins and chests you collected, the active boost timer, and whether you own a gun. Howdy, welcome to High Rock. I can't talk to him, I guess he's an NPC then. High Rock? So is it like, we get high and then we rock?
The most beautiful town in the Wild West.
Name's Handy Joe, and I'm a help bot, but don't go telling anyone. I'll answer all your questions as long as you give me a yeehaw. Okay, sleeve stared the bot down. Supposedly I could give people this look that made them fear for their lives. That's the exact look I gave him. Looks like a maverick on our hands. Yeehaw! What can I do for you, Desperado? Ask about Stanley. I'm looking for a guy named Stanley. Know where I can find him? Oh, searching, tracking, fascinating. Alas, I can't give you this information. You're not of this honest farmer's friend list. Tough luck. Take a gander at them notice boards. Yep. Folks write all sorts of things on them, so if you're looking for something, maybe look there. You'll find one right there, next to the broken stagecoach. Yeehaw! Isn't this very racist or something? Okay, what's the general premise of Harvest Time? I didn't hear a yeehaw, cowboy. Yeah, sure, I can yeehaw. Yeehaw! That there just gave me shivers from spurs to hat. Now I'll answer your question, elated like a diving vulture. Harvest Time is a free-to-play game. Improve your farm, work the field, breed animals, and get coins and unique treasures from crates. I think breeding animals in Harvest Time and in Twisted and Perverted is probably a bit different. The crates are in fact loot boxes, but you didn't hear that from me. As a newbie, you get a trial farm that you can improve up to level 8. Yeehaw! Once trial period is over, you can buy a premium account. That's when the fun begins. Yeehaw! I think some of the stuff in this game doesn't make much sense. Like, I don't believe that, in a free-to-play game, you couldn't buy a premium account immediately. like that you have to wait few levels doesn't make sense. That's not how capitalism works. And also, like, usually there's more of a tutorial or some sort of demo, something. Like, of course, I'm not an expert when it comes to free to play games, so I don't know. It's like, you just the same was with the Twisted and Perverted. Like, there was no tutorial or anything because, like, if games are big business, they're gonna at least have more hand holding usually in the beginning. But that's just me griping about insignificant details. So ask about places of interest. Any interesting sites around here? Nah, cowboy, this game's boring as beans. Yeehaw, got ya. Explore the sights and smells, feel alive. Is that a good way to... Okay, where's the guild house? Where can I find the guild house? On the locator, it'll get you there. Ask for a locator? Yes, please. Follow the arrow. Good luck. I guess... yeah. Gran, holler if you need me. I'll answer all your questions, except for the one about meaning of life, of course. Yeehaw! Before you ride off in the sunset, meet our lovely game guide. Here's Wild Poppy.
Yee-haw! You've just inherited a grand piece of land.
From your uncle Tadek Kuterznotchka. Okay. It's very typical cowboy name.
You have to level up more.
So, you'll have the chance to taste a rancher's life. Your uncle dreamed you would become the best farmer ever. Roll your eyes. What an original setting for a story. The first games of the 20th century had similar ones. Kudos. Exactly. Do you want to go on your farm now or start your adventure of a lifetime? Don't teleport. No, thank you. I'll be waiting with anticipation for your arrival on your ranch. Okay, so let's check the board. Our work could be fancier. On the board you'll find your answer. The loot we farm is always dang. Check the board by the bank. Wow, what a poem. The writing on the board looked like what you'd see in a game of paper chase. This had to be a clue. I realized I should look for the next one. So wait, a bank? Board and bank, okay. Very subtle. I'm not sure what it meant. What is this? Is this the bank? To the cow pen you should roam. On the board you'll see a swarm of clues. I found another clue to the nursery rhymes and misspellings. It all seems so puerile. Who wrote this? Ah, yeah, it's probably Bob. Ah, this is the saloon. So what board is this? Bang, bang, we're robbing a bank. The gravedigger has your boon. Or it may just be the saloon. Someone went through a lot of trouble with these clues. So, okay, now we're supposed to read this. To the cow pen. Okay, there's cows. Tripping, sowing, and picking. Looting makes your head start twigging. Climb the ladder straight to heaven, just to crash before 11. Okay, the ladder. I hope they weren't trolling me. Climb. I like the way they spelled it. Is this the ladder? This is a ladder? Well, let's talk to this guy. Farmer by the stairs. You need to be authorized to access the upstairs area. Very, very Wild West. Do you have license to climb the stairs, mate? Someone could actually be bothered to climb ladders in this game. The ladder was propped up against the roof. Someone had carved climb on one of the rungs. Okay, climb the ladder. Climb? I couldn't think of a reason not to. I was curious about the view from the top. The word the plank had the word jump engraved on it. Just a casual stroll over a chasm. Or maybe it meant a leap of faith. There were no haystacks in sight down below. Leave for now. Shh, keep quiet or you'll startle the baddies.
Hi, I'm Professor Locke. No birds around.
Okay, no birds. Hello, why do you say that? That's my name. I mean my last name. Look, I'm a professor ornithologist, a virtual one. I observe the fowl of harvest time. I don't know, like, why do the NPCs say, "Oh, I'm a virtual person. I'm a bot." Like, doesn't really help with the immersion. Like, I guess it's to tell the player that it's not another player, but still, I don't know. It doesn't really work in a setting like the Wild West. So ask about birds. Haven't been here for long, but you're right, no birds around here. Fascinating, isn't it? No birds during the day, no birds at night. I've confirmed it after weeks of observation. I just want to make sure, even though there aren't any birds in the game, you're watching them. Yes, I have documented 101 species. More and more disappeared with every subsequent patch. Poor birdies. I see that you're interested in birds. Would you like to watch them with me? Sure, I would, but I don't have no binoculars. Did they have binoculars in the Wild West? Like, of course, I know they had telescopes, but when were binoculars invented? Not sure. Patience and keen eye, those are the weapons of an ornithologist. I assure you it's much more interesting than growing damn pumpkins. Okay, so I have binoculars. What do you say? Pretty fun, huh? Nope. Pretty boring, I'd say. No birds. A birdie could fly by any second. It's so exciting. Okay, have you seen anyone here on the roof? Oh yes, a farmer was here not long ago. He was trying to destroy a gate. I told him to stop making noise because he was scaring the birds. Do you know why there aren't any birds in harvest time? Splendid question. Nobody knows. I wrote about it on the messaging boards. Ask the admins, but there seems to be no clear answer. So, okay, does it actually mean that this isn't a bot since he's a virtual? I assumed it meant bot, but maybe it's actually a player because it doesn't make any sense that they would make an NPC to observe non-existent birds. I saw something flying there, but I think it was a butterfly. Yeah, I think they're butterflies. Some say it's a bug the devs don't want to fix. Others say they deleted them on purpose in order to get smoother animations. I guess it's gonna, matter in some way in this game. Simulating bird behavior was too resource consuming. Doesn't make sense, right? It's the end of the 22nd century. It's unthinkable. Or I guess he's a player then. Not Okay, let's watch some birds. But yeah, no birds here. More like watching the absence of birdies. Okay, let's go away. And I open the hatch. I guess no. Then let's take the leap of faith. I'm gonna say, like, I will probably die and it won't really matter, I think. You only live once, not in this game. Oh. Oh no! Ooh. Dracula. I found myself in a graveyard. It made me wonder whether I had actually died in harvest time. I didn't think it was possible. Well, there's guns in the game, like, wouldn't make sense if you can't die. Game code. The area looked like a fragment of some old seasonal event. These kind of attractions were designed to extract money from players. The location was surrounded by a barrier closing off the playable area. It should be inaccessible, but the code wasn't perfect. Glacier analyzed the code. The game code showed some leftovers from Pumpkins and Ghosts event. The main prize for completing the event was a ghost skin. Ooh, cool. I want that skin. The activity log showed that other than me, there was a player with a freemium account login here. So is that Stanley? Yeah, it was Farmer Stanley, my client. I saw motion, a human silhouette emerged from behind his tombstone.
Hello?
Hello, mister. Take a closer look. I had seen this model before. It was one of this game's basic avatars, just in orange tones. The player picked the default name, Farmer Stanley. Was it the lack of imagination, laziness, or cautiousness? It's me, Stanley, I mean. We can talk safely here. It's nice you took the job. Okay, scan the player. I selected the scanning program from my deck. In harvest time, it took the shape of an old-fashioned magnifying glass. I pointed the magnifying glass at Stanley. The man stepped back, covered himself with his hand. Easy, I just need to check something. I ran the program. A moment later, I had all the data I needed. Account ID HTGFA55225S. I could become the captain of the Enterprise. I'm so good at repeating pointless sequences of letters and numbers like this. So default avatar farmer underscore male underscore 001 default nick farmer Stanley organization Orange Dream. I don't know, it's like seeing, very computery stuff like this in this game makes me feel at home, like, farmer underscore male underscore 001. I couldn't find out who he was or where in reality he accessed the game from. Freemium accounts didn't store such information. He looked around nervously. For a moment he gazed at the door of a nearby shrine. He faltered ever so slightly but regained his balance and pinned his eyes on me. You seem tense. What's wrong, dude? Oh, nothing. Sorry, I thought I heard something. So, what should we talk about? About his precautions. I can see you want to keep things low key. First the hide and seek, now this odd place. Your avatar. Stanley stayed silent. He looked like he didn't understand what I had said. What are you afraid of? I can't talk to anyone. The bosses get mad if we don't do our daily work and they ban chat. All we can do is farm. It's all about loot boxes. So I see like some Chinese loot farmer who is, forced to stay in game all the time. But it's cool, they won't find us here. Few players know about the graveyard exploit. Gamedec, I want to make sure that this this money is enough. The advance was enough, the pay rate was low but acceptable. Yeah, sleeves. Listen, partner, if I'm going to get sold in this cow dung stinking game, I need a lot more dough. Stanley became sad. I saw tears in his eyes, but that's all we get. Maybe we could give you some gnarly items from the game. You can sell them at auctions for real dough. So, good deal? Sure, why not? Items are fine, I'm not against digital goods. Thank you, detective. Stanley's side looked tired. Ask about his organization. Tell me more about your organization. Organization is a straight Smurf group. It's called Orange Dream, as we wear orange. We farm on public farms. We play on free accounts, so we don't have access to the guild house, but we do have some small perks. We got our outfits, voice chats, but we don't talk anyway. Stanley sighed deeply. Oh man, I didn't realize there would be so much talking. Sit down, please. Sit on a tombstone. I didn't feel tired, but I said to be polite. Talk about the job. Okay, Stanley, so tell me why you called a game deck to harvest time. So we need help, me and my friends from the group. We get disconnected a lot, especially lately. Weird, you've got a job for IT, not a game deck. You get disconnected from the game? It could be software or hardware or the connection. No, that's not it. All those things are good for sure, but we just get kicked out of the game and all the progress gets thrown away. Forced logouts are rare and usually caused by software issues, either in game or in the computer controlling the player's couch. The cause would be displayed in the logs, and the player had access to that data. As for logs, the computer your couch is hooked up to must have reported the cause of those logouts. Did you keep those logs? Can you share them with me? I don't know. I don't really know much about it. The technical knowledge of players was often limited to turning on the equipment and launching the game. You know what? I could come over and check what you play on, take a look at the software. That's not possible. Please, Gamedec, find another way, okay? Okay. About the job. So you want me to find out why you get disconnected from the game, is that it? Yeah, well, yeah, and it would be great if you could tell us why members of our org or group are so exhausted. Exhausted in Realium or in game as well? Both. It happens more often lately. Sometimes my legs are so shaky they even creak, even when I'm asleep. I dream I'm, tired. Maybe it has something to do with the birds they are using, I don't know, harvesting the mental essence of players or something. I'll try to find out what this problem of yours is. Stanley froze suddenly. He looked like still as a frame. Ignore it. I looked around the area. It was a charming location. Stanley perked up. You said you were tired. Other than that, how are you? Well, pretty bad lately. Work's getting hard. I got a headache. My arms and legs are sore. Almost everything hurts. It's bad. I don't know how to describe it. I'm kind of muddled. All that getting in and out of the game makes it hard to remember what day it is, what happened, so on. Past choice. Oh, the boss is going to check on me in Realium. I need to go. Others from the Orange Folk will help. They're on public farms. Oh, you can exit the graveyard through the shrine. Let's meet here later, when you know something, okay? Stanley left the game and disappeared from the active players list. Let's save, since we hadn't done it in a while. No more blue points. I want some blue. Give me some blue. Okay, so I need more info. So, is there anything else to do in the graveyard right now? Tomb. There was some nicely rendered stone texture. Who was buried here? Maybe it was where the ghosts came from. Cheetah, check the grave. I noticed a pouch. It was heavy. I opened it, saw quite a lot of gold coins. Yep, it's mine now. They were no use to the dead. Take a closer look. If the candles burned completely, some NPC would have come here regularly to replace them. That's why in cheaper games, candles are eternal. Candles are eternal, just like greed. Well, I got some money. guess this is where we can get back to real world. Shrine door. Shrine? Okay. Stanley said that if exited through the shrine, I would end up in town. Okay.
Yee-haw! You just inherited a grand piece of land.
Adventure Argonaut, this has to be a terrible insight. You haven't been to our farm even once. Don't worry though, that's why I'm here, so shall we? No, not yet. No, thank you. I'll be waiting with anticipation for your arrival on your ranch. Looking for a guild? We'll let you join if you make the cut. Find me sitting on a barrel close to the stands. Rusty Ed. Player
What a
resident.
fucking ripoff. I spent so much money on this shit.
Dirty scumbags. God, I hate them. Lousy freeloaders. Game of darts? It's a darts booth. How about a game? Don't fuck with me. That minigame was my favorite pastime in Harvest. I was the best. I got all the achievements. I beat everyone. No cheating. I was famous in all of Harvest. And you know what? The fucking devs screwed the game over with the latest patch because it wasn't making enough money. Greedy fuckers. Sounds very realistic. Hey, could you show me the way to the Orange Folks farms? Well, take that path along the rocks, then down the hill, and you'll see the farms. Please, they're not even farms anymore, just a couple of homesteads. Pathetic. Where's the great expanse, I'm asking? Where are the thousands of farms stretching to the fucking horizon? It used to be a fucking simulation of real life. A simulation. Ugh. Can't believe they fucked it all up. You're letting out a lot of frustration. Who are you pissed off at? What do you mean who? All of them. From the corporate dicks milling this game, to the programmers, designers that come up with all stupid simplifications claiming they were player requested. Everything that required any effort, physical or mental, has been simplified, eased and minimized. All they care about is money. Infotainer. Ooh, I feel smear the game. I'm a beginner, but I could smear the game on my channel. My viewers could join in and trash the game. So yeah, we have some, I don't know, Twitch tube channel, I guess, in this game. So how are we gonna, make videos at some point or something? Seriously, you would do that? Sure. Sure, I'll post a few videos from the game and you can send me some audio comments. The more pissed you are, the more views you will get. Yeah, get it. People like to watch shit like that. Maybe they'll stop playing and the devs will return the games to its former greatness. As if. Dude, I'll give you the kind of content nobody gets. I'll put all my rage into it. Prepare your followers for some serious ass whooping. I'll record my commentary. See ya! Clever Hans. The horse was chewing despite having nothing in its mouth. Curious. I read online that's a sign of stress. Yet the beast was still standing still and paid me no mind. Suddenly a piece of paper jumped out at me as soon as I read it. It vanished as if it had never been there in the first place. It was an encyclopedic entry on the local steeds. Okay, so what was the point of all that? What's this? Well, look what we got here. Jumping down this well was certain death. I was sure I'd end up in the graveyard. I guess maybe if we have to die, we can
The weather's perfect.
jump
Just like
fruity
any
hill.
other day. What a nice
The girl
day.
smiled when she saw me. Hello, what a nice day. Orange farmers, do you know anything about the orange farmers? Only that they trade stuff with Betty. She might know more. She's a talker. You know, I overheard that some players address her in a particular way. They lean over and say, "Show me your wares," very empathetically. I think it's some kind of password. Ooh, nice. Ask what she sells. What do you sell? Nothing at the moment. My trade channel is closed. Getting ready to take the town profession on a merchant. Currently I'm practicing slogans. Looking for a player named Stanley. Do you know him? Well, her stand next to mine. I don't think her business is limited to selling fruit. If you know what I mean. Nudge, nudge,
Have a
wink,
nice
wink.
day,
Say no more, say
friend.
no more. Bye. Enjoy the game, partner. Fruity
Howdy.
Betty.
Isn't it a beautiful day?
The
Getting the feeling to be
storekeeper
out of
waved
bed
at me
with
in a
some
friendly manner,
sun.
gestured towards her
The
wares.
weather's perfect.
Howdy,
Just
isn't it a
like any
beautiful
other day.
day? The only thing that could make it better is some shopping. Okay, a secret password. Show me your wares. Betty winked at me knowingly. I have a firearm for 5,000 coins. Interested? I am. Thanks, can't afford it. Okay. So I have to make some money. Money, money, money. Here comes the money. Orange folk, could you tell me anything about the orange folk? They're good clients, them. Resourceful and exceptionally effective. They bring me wares, I sell them and transfer the money to their account.
Enjoying the game?
On the other hand, if you ask me my personal opinion, it wouldn't be as favorable. A personal opinion? Why would? What do you really think of them? I spoke to Ack, that handsome fella. He told me anything. They're drug addicts. The game is their virtual rehab and Ack is their supervisor. I thought she was an NPC. Why would she, I don't know, talk about stuff like virtual rehab? So I'm confused. Maybe that's the point, that the difference between reality and virtualia is confused in the future, Conan. The year 2000. Fruit. I see you have a lot of goodies. Does it all come from your farm? I haven't grown anything myself in a while. I buy it all from other players or from the game's warehouse, which is available only to merchants. Can you make a living off selling crops in a game based on farming? Why would anyone buy stuff from you when they can grow it themselves? You can grow everything from the start. Just my fruit will get you seeds that will develop on your ranch faster. Just try them, they're delicious. Besides, I have access to the RMAH auctions. That's where I sell rare items from loot boxes. That's where the real money is. Buy some
This
fruit.
game is so addictive.
Uh, Inspect a Kivano. Fruit had yellow skin with spikes and smelled like a cucumber. Sure, buy one. I'd like to buy this one. Woman put the fruit in a paper bag and and a small sum left my
Sunset
account.
views are the best part of the game.
Thank you. From now on, you're one of my regulars and a friend, sweetheart. Ooh, that's good, I guess. Um, how about the public farms? Could you tell me how to get to the public farms? Head northwest. After a while, the path will go downwards and you'll find what you're looking for. Yeehaw! Okay. Let's go to the saloon. Because I'm supposed to say.
Pretzel, my
Cowgirl was
precious.
tending to a
Want some
horse
more
and paid no
hay?
attention to me. Pretzel, my precious, want some more hay? Morning, can I ask? Can you see I'm throwing in the pretzel? Okay, chat her up. That's one beautiful horse. Look at that lean profile, the swan-like neck, those ears pointing perfectly forward. You know your horses. I'd be happy to continue this conversation once I'm done talking to him. Okay. So let's go to the saloon. I think the barkeep should be able to tell me something. The saloon was open, but the entrance was blocked by an energy barrier. A system message appears. Players have to be at least level 15 to access the saloon. Is it like, you have to be at least 15 years old to go in the saloon? I think maybe back in the Wild West, the time for drinking whiskey was, the age for drinking whiskey was 15, maybe. What's this? Howdy, partner. Welcome to High Rock. Happy Joe. It's wonderful to see you in this world. Okay. Guild
Howdy.
House. Yeehaw! This is the guild house. Access is for guild members only. You can meet experienced players here and discuss farming techniques. But let's not get ahead of yourselves. Harvest time is a game to be explored in the right order. Adventure Argonaut, you still haven't visited your farm. Do you want your uncle's inheritance to be overgrown with weeds? That would be a pity. Okay, let's go to the farm. Oh yeah, let's go. Yeehaw! Welcome to our farm. You'll see, soon this place will bustle with activity, but to make it happen we need to start at the beginning. The pumpkins in your field are ready for picking. Just tap them and gold coin will appear. Collect the coins by tapping them, with your finger, just as you do with hovering windows. You can also just walk through the coins. I haven't saved in a while, so let's do it. But yeah, this is something is really annoying. Like often I click, I click it, but it's usually the second click that does it. That's really annoying. So is it only one coin? Let's check my currency. How much do I get? 3 coins. I can see this is gonna be tedious unless we find a way to cheat. Because we probably... Well, I did read like a bit of a Steam review saying somebody said that farming in harvest time was really tedious. So yeah, I hope we don't have to spend too much. Ah, okay, this is like exit gate. What? I thought I said come inside. Okay, let's talk to her.
Welcome to harvest
Great
time.
job! Pumpkin ground can be quite profitable. Let's plant more. You leveled up. Okay, that's good. I have a new task for ya. Time to sow and reap some pumpkins. In order to sow these wonderful vegetables, tap on the plot with a seedling. When the plant starts growing, a progress bar appears. Tap it once when it reaches red area to ensure that your crops are perfectly ripe. So, and can I, plant the stuff I bought? The Kivano fruit or something? What the fuck? Okay, so I'm supposed to click on the plant, I guess? What am I supposed to do? So click on the plant when it's in the red area. Okay. Yeah, this is not fun if we have to do this for a long time. Wait, this symbol up here. I think is it Aleister Crowley's symbol or something? It looks very familiar. Like, once upon a time I bought a tarot deck with some, Aleister Crowley stuff on it. I think it had this symbol. At least it's very similar. It also looks a bit like the Freemason symbol, but it's like, I don't know. It's weird. Why is that there? But can I plant my Kivano fruit
Can I
or
help
whatever?
you, partner?
Now you know how to sow and reap pumpkins. Excellent job. You leveled up. Yee-hoo! I have a new task. Every now and then, golden pumpkins will grow on your plots. They're twice as valuable as regular pumpkins. Golden pumpkins quickly disappear, so make sure to pick them up fast.
Yeehaw! You're attempting to interact with an inactive player.
How can I plant that fruit? Hey, come on, game. Okay, this is something I'm not happy about. I should be able to plant the fruit, or at least try to do it. Ah, they were golden, I think. Yeah, 60. Well, it's still not a lot. Like, if I have to buy a gun and it costs 5,000. Okay. See, I don't know, I made few hundred gold
Yeehaw!
bucks.
You're a 10
Gold
advantage rock
pumpkin
with an
pig,
AMAT
splendid! You leveled up, yeehaw! I have a new task for you. Can I beat her up, please? She's annoying. And you know, I can see this game is very modern because the skin is not very pretty. It's not hideous, but like that's one thing I noticed. Like I don't think even in Twisted and Perverted, like you know, the skins were that attractive. What are you waiting for, Rancher? Get to work. What did you? I wasn't paying attention so much. Um, oh, okay. There's a loot crate. That's nice. Or can I like do it? You know, I plant one. I plant one here, and then plant another here. Well, I got the chest, so I guess that's what she wanted. She
Howdy.
said something. You found a treasure chest. There's always something interesting inside. Usually coins, but now every now and then you can get a unique item. I can open that kind of chest for you, free of charge. Treasure chests contain coins or rare items. Let's see what this one is hiding. Alright, I'm opening it. It's a Super Harvest Boost. This has not been scripted at all. Yeehaw! For 3 minutes you earn double the coins. Get ready, the timer will start as soon as we finish talking. Ready, set, you leveled up. Yeehaw! I unlocked new vanity items for you. You can use them to spruce up your ranch. Now you can develop your farm now. After all, how long can you keep growing pumpkins, right? Did you know that pumpkins are actually berries? Anyway, I know growing pumpkins can get tedious, so how about we try something new? Here's a new task. Buy a strawberry field for 100 coins. Yeehaw! I see that you have the required amount of coins. Would you like to make the purchase? Yes, I'll take it. Oh, you have new strawberry field. How cute! I love the smell of strawberries in the morning. You leveled up. Yeehaw! I have a new task for you. Did you know that strawberries are a hybrid of two wild species? Yeehaw! Here's your new task. So, reap these fruits. Yummy! Hey, Rancher, get to work. Okay, finally, save so I don't screw up the super harvest. Okay, so these are strawberries. Is this the same? I think they're a bit slower than the pumpkins. Oops, I did it too quickly. So I guess I can just do it again. go farm some pumpkins too. Ooh, a chest. I guess I don't even need the third plot. I think it's probably easier this way. I guess if I'm adventurous, I can try to farm 3 at the same time, but maybe it's not so effective. Well, I guess I can... I know, I'll plant all of these. I did press, you know, stupid game. Yeah, you know, it didn't understand the first time. Okay, let's go deal with some strawberries before the time is out. Okay, these are so slow. See, only 2,000. I'm gonna go talk to the woman after I pick this up. Yeah, making money this way isn't very effective, but if I can get to the saloon, but I need still lots of levels, like 9 more levels to get there, and then I can talk to the guy and then hopefully get lots of stuff. Now you know how to sow and reap strawberries. Strawberries take longer to grow than pumpkins, but they earn you more gold coins. Unfortunately, they don't spawn chests. You level up. Yee-hoo! I have a new task for you. You can't call yourself a cowboy if you don't own a cow. We need to do something about that. Ready for your next job? Give me a moo and buy a pasture for 250 gold coins. I see that you have the required amount of coins. Would you like to make the purchase? Yeah, sure, I'll take it. I don't really understand, like, you know, story-wise, why are we farming this, but I assume it will, you know, be necessary at some point in the game. Of course, like, you know, story-wise, we should be talking to the orange dudes and stuff. Here, there's your new pasture, Rancher. There are quite a lot of rocks in it, so, though you'll need to do something about that. How about some dynamite? I have a new task for you. Hey, Rancher, I see that you're itching to begin your new task. Here it is. Collect 5 pounds of rocks from the pasture. The sun is shining, so let's stop slacking. Time to roll up your sleeve and get cracking. Yeehaw! I don't know. Uh, let's plant some strawberries while we're at it. That's a big rock. But I still got rid of it easily. Okay.
Howdy.
You cleared the rocks. Good job, cowboy. I have a new task for you. Ooh. Okay. The cows in harvest time are real escape artists. You know, your pasture definitely needs a fence. It will keep the animals from running away. The next job is to buy a fence for your pasture for 500 gold coins. I see that you have the required amount of coins. Would you like to make the purchase? Sure, I'll take it. You can finally put up a fence around the pasture. In that case, we're ready to get some cows. Congratulations, you have reached your trial account level limit. Splendid, now we have space for a wonderful dairy cow. In that case, your next task is to purchase a beautiful cow for mere 1000 gold coins. Later. Open a chest. Can I open this chest that I found? Of course, I'll do it for right away, free of charge. Only one at a time, but you can keep bringing them to me. There's no limit. Yeehaw! Let's see what's inside. You've received a rare chest with a unique item. Ooh, a decorative item. The skull of a bison from Dead Canyon, an object of envy and desire of many farmers in Harak. Come back when you get more chests. So, you mentioned you have vanity items for sale. Can I buy anything from you? Yes, you can. What's more, my selection of goods expands every 5 levels. Cat. Okay, let's buy a cat. This cute kitty purrs when he's happy, and he's never unhappy. Here is a harvest time favorite, and brightens every ranch east of the sunset. Puppy smiled cheerfully. Yeah, sure. I'll take it. Here, kitty. You're now the owner of a cat named McCavity, and this ranch will be his home. You know the way cats think, don't you? Would you like to buy something more? Not right now. Can I pet the pussy? Nope. That sucks. Let's see if I can get another chest. Can I, because I have to be um, level 15 to get into the saloon, so I need a premium account. Hey, I got a chest. So, just wondering. Oh, another chest.
Howdy.
I'd like to open a chest, rare and a chest, a unique item. It's a decorative item, the Ring of Stars Stagecoach. It was used to transport gold through the Valley of Death. A real legend, that one. So, okay, I guess it's here now then. Okay, another chest. A pouch of gold coins. Oh, it's for a few hundred. So, what else do I have? This is the skull I got earlier, okay. Not sure what's the... I guess I can make money with the cows, milk or something. Guess I should save. Can I talk to this guy? No? Well, these guys look orange. Gates to public fields. Only holders of digital keys can pass. Take a closer look. The gates required me to have a digital key. I knew I could try to generate a matching program, but it was a long procedure. There was also the option of breaking it with the Gamedec's battering ram, but I risked drawing attention to myself. I guess reprogramming is the best option. I reprogrammed the gates so that it would recognize me as one of the orange folk. The gate disappeared, and so did the others. Nice. Stop bothering me, man! I need to work. I'm on Gamedec. I want to find a solution for your I can speak with you. Oh, it's Beaufort. I know that some people get disconnected. If you can do something about it, you'll have my gratitude. Place in
You're
Dakota.
you're
Okay,
that
she
game
has an
deck, right?
avatar, a
Just
picture, so I guess she's an important NPC. Or, well, yeah, she's an NPC. Everybody's an NPC except me in this game. The girl looked extremely exhausted. Oh, you're that game deck, right? Thank God you're here. She glanced at me half awake. Tell me, please, what's going on with us? Is it serious? I'm working on it. I need to ask you a couple of questions. Go ahead. Go ahead. I don't have much time. I need to work. Um, Ask about their problem. Stanley asked me to find out what your problem is. He mentioned something about you getting disconnected. Yeah, it happens when we're really tired, but I'm not sure that's the source of the problem. The disconnects have become more frequent. I got disconnected a couple of times myself. I woke up in this cold, scary, empty space, like a virtual void you can't escape from. The void was a sign that she couldn't fully revitalize. It's rare and only happens when a hacker or cheater messes with the software. It's so hot. I'm not sure how long I'm going to last. She said she was hot, but the weather was perfect. On a couch somewhere, her body should also have been kept at an optimal temperature. Um, I don't. I still don't have any blue. Uh, can you tell me something about yourself? Not much to talk about. I'm a regular Warsaw city girl. I live in the lowest levels. I mean, lower. I lost my best friend recently. She was like a younger sister to me. Friend? What happened to her? Bitch betrayed us. Instead of chipping in for a game that Camellia spent the money on herself, delayed the whole plan. It almost fell apart. Now the rest of the group hates her and she's hiding like a rat. Gone. No point talking about it, really. It's her own fault. She's not part of the group anymore. She looked as if she was losing touch with reality. Please, I still have work to do.
okay. Let's talk.
Why do you play this game? I don't think it's for entertainment. It's my job. We even have a supervisor. He keeps an eye on our group. Well, who's your supervisor and what do you mean he keeps an eye on you? Name is Ack. He even makes sure we meet our daily targets. We can't talk to anyone or even go to the town. It's just sowing and reaping. Then these health problems started to appear. Ack says it happens sometimes and we just need to wait it out. The woman closed her eyes for a moment, then opened them and tried to shake off the tiredness. She went back to work. You don't look too well. Can you tell me about your health problems? Suddenly the farmer lost balance. Ay. Ah, quickly, Dakota fell again. Damn it, third time this week. Something was wrong. She should have immediately logged out. I knew she could fall into a coma if her gear didn't start devitalization. Extract her data. I decided to use the fact that her avatar was exposed. I opened my deck and tried to access the logs on her couch, helmet, and suit. I was furious to realize it wasn't possible. The girl had a freemium account, which meant she was anonymous. Uh, don't intervene. Decided to wait and see what happens. Ack. What now? Ack Thompson. The cowboy dressed in black stared blankly at his shiny boots. Nothing. She'll be back in a couple of hours. Get back to work, moron. And he turned to me. And you, stop hanging around here. You're casting your shower on the seed beds, and it stops the plants from growing. Talk to him. Can we talk? The bored cowboy was chewing on a blade of grass. He wore an impeccably clean vest and shiny boots. quite sunny day, isn't it? You just want to stretch your legs and have a nap on the grass, don't you, friend? Talk about the weather. Isn't it a beautiful day, partner? It's always like this in harvest time. I like to lay down on the grass, but somebody's gotta watch over these losers. But that's a cowboy's lot, watching over the cattle. Could you at least tell me who it is you're watching and why? They're low-city scum. They got tasks they need to focus on, so don't bother them. They don't speak to you. I could explain how you're interfering with the delicate process of a specialized therapy, but you should be a sweetheart and leave. Um, I see a lot of staff from the Orange Folk organization here. Are you a part of it? Hell no, I only watch over them. I cannot get this either. Ask about their health. I heard the Orange Folk experience pains, memory loss, speech difficulties, and that's enough, friends. Slow down there. They pay me for supervising, so I supervise, okay? Now, would you kindly get off this field? Continue. Hold on, we're having such a pleasant conversation. Let's talk some more. Thanks, partner. Have a nice day. Okay. Bessie. Not now. Guess I should try one more time. Guy. Oh, okay, when Ack isn't here. Well, now he's not.
Please stay, man.
The farmer was toiling away. He looked at me without stopping his work. Who are you? I'm a Gamedec. Stanley said you can help me. Oh, it's you. Fantastic. Hold on, I'm looting. Ooh. Oh, it's the frilly dress of the Confederate General's wife. Type 12 with the spicy apple perfume in a 3-meter radius. Not a bad drop. Spicy apple perfume with a 3-meter radius. I like it. I guess you brought me luck. That will make up half my day's work. We can talk. Ask about disconnecting from the game. Stanley said you disconnected a lot. What has it happened to you? Not much. Almost never. Only when I'm really tired. But I take the right mix and everything's fine. What kind of mix is that? Telomin, Vitatel, Strobify, protein and vitamin and mineral supplements, and something for reinforcements. I can't remember the name. It's called cow shit. Oh, there's a treasure chest. Let's see what's inside. Oh man, it's Lucky Shot Winchester M 1866 or 1866 rifle with a potato dumpling engraving. Potato dumpling? What? Watch him work. I stood and watched him work. Another box, and inside, fancy harrow of the Burgrave from the past with Molehill Vanquisher 3 bonus. Rustic. Okay, loot boxes. I'm new to this game. Tell me more about the loot boxes. Better ask Handy Joe, the bot by the station. He'll explain it better. Basically, you grow your crops, wait a little, click, and sometimes a box pops out. There are goodies inside. From what he said, these boxes drop very fast, suspiciously fast. Do you use any boosts? Well, I don't need any boosts. All it takes is skill and some luck. You, for one, are my lucky teddy bear, a bunny. I could work with you all day. Another treasure chest, and I need an untainted coyote carcass with 1 week decay time, ornamented. What can you say about the others from your organization? They're not as good as me. Well, maybe except for Jack, but he's like a machine, hardly ever leaves the game. He's completely off now, and you can't get through to him. He lives in La La Land because time runs differently for him. Wow, you really do bring me love. My treasure is a pair of fast-writing textile books smudged with codon. That's quite a lot. Could you give me a hand? I need to take my sports to the fence in town. If you could help me, I owe you one, big one. Sure. Alright, guy. I'll help you. I need you to deliver this loot to the fence. Talk to the stall keeper. Fruity Betty, I mean. Ah, Betsy. All clear. You need to remember that my time is really valuable, guy. I don't work for free. Sure, sure. What do you need? Gold coins, maybe a weapon? Uh, a weapon will do. Alright. Why won't you go there yourself? I could, but time is money, friend, and I'm losing it right now. Sorry, but that's the truth. I could be looting right now. Okay. Where can I find the fence? Well, I know where she is. Town on the hill. Black Rook used to do it, but Fruity Betty took over his business. All clear. I deliver your spoils. She's still there. Farmer was practically standing still. His avatar's name was Sundance Jag, was one of the default names suggested by the game. Hi Jag, I'm a Gamedec. I'm handling your case. He didn't respond. Okay. Cracker, Hack Jack. Gangway, re-educate her. He wouldn't or couldn't talk to me. I accessed his source code and unlocked it. Now I should be able to communicate with him. Examine freemium account. The signal goes to the cloud. Couldn't tell who freemium account users were in realm. I couldn't use spyware. There were too many people around. Get visual data preview. My deck couldn't handle the task and displayed a symbolic representation. Pumpkins growing like crazy. Jack was using speed boost. Ah, okay. So he's working so fast, it just looks like he's not moving at all, I guess. The pumpkins were probably growing at a normal pace for him, while the other players and I were moving extremely slowly. Start a chat. If he wouldn't or couldn't talk to me, maybe he could use text. I looked up to his chat. Jack, I'm in your chat. I understand you don't want to talk to me. You don't have to, or you don't have time, or you're afraid. Let me ask you a few questions. Respond with yes or no. One will stand for yes, 0 for no, so there will be no trace of your testimony. Well, I think if he, it's very easy to guess what it is if somebody checks his chat log and it's just 1010001. It's quite simple still. One. Okay, so he gets kicked out. Do you kicked out because of exhaustion or fainting? Nope. Are you suffering from any conditions in realm? Yes. Are you taking medication? Yes. Are you using speed boost? Are you motionless to hide the speed boost? Yes. Is the cowboy patrolling the forums watching you? Yes. Are you playing because you have to? Yes. Do you need help? Nope. Is someone threatening you? Nope. Can I go back to that chat? I don't want to log him out yet. Maybe I can do it later, but maybe he just get angry or something. I don't want to.
Hey, buddy. Such a nice day, and you're disturbing the good.
Okay, if I can level up. If I can get some blue. Why is it so difficult to get blue? Am I very irrational so I don't get any blue points? The farmer had a female skin that didn't stand out from the others working in this area. She manifested a kinetic hyperactivity. Most of her actions were pointless. Hello? Hello, I'm a game deck. Stanley said you could help me with my investigation. You know, it's about. Silly Sally. Sally used a chat box instead of voice communicator, plus she was using a program that swapped a number of characters for others. Mm, Programmer, translate. I could have written a script turning her strange symbols back into normal letters, but I didn't want to attract the enemy's attention. Created a simple decoding table. One else. Okay, I guess infotainer I can extract the translation key. Paper with flourishes, the cipher was typical of young school children. So, yeah, sure. She looked at me expectantly. Ask about her behavior. You're behaving a little odd. Your movements, I mean, how long have you been like this? How long? Dude, it feels like forever. I'm so woozy. We're taking so met something cause the boss says we need it. It's pain to read it. Maybe I should have asked the Undercity chat or slang. She's scared. You said you were afraid of something. She noticed my confusion and cracked up. That wasn't what I wanted. Tell her to talk normally. Cut that shit out and talk normally. It pisses me off. She gave me the finger. The system displayed a notification that was added to Silly Sally's ignore list. Okay, so I guess it's not always correct to choose those sections. Well, I got some red stuff, but I still don't have any blue. Okay, now. No, I thought this guy was reviving her, but he's just, handling her pumpkins, which looks a bit wrong. So do I have a gun now, or do I have to go to
Enjoy
Silly
the game.
Sally first? Or not Silly, what's the Betty? Was it 1 million gold coins cheap, leveling to the max level in a week? Check out our service, 100 legal, damn, real level group.
Hey, you want to join the gang for the Pumpkin King raid?
We're having a meeting right now, come back later. Okay, maybe it's time to save. Have I talked to this guy,
Right,
Rusty
Miss
Ed?
New Player?
Older man was sitting on a barrel, scanning the area. Long beard, dust on his shoulders. He looked like he'd been gathering that dust for a decade. Hello, I'm a game deck and I'm the guild master of Rusty Edge Guild. Huh, just fun fact. You want to ask an old timer about farming tricks? Go ahead, Rusty Ed has a lot of stories up his sleeve. Guild, I'm the guild master of Rusty Edge Guild. I am. It's guild open to all players of adequate level. Ehehe. What level do I need to be at? In order to join Rusty Edge Guild, you need to listen to
The
3
weather's
daily
perfect,
stories.
just
Huh.
like every other day.
Sounds like a pain. Can you add me to your guild? Yes, I can if you listen to 3 of my stories. Hehehe. That's the rule of Rusty Edge Guild. Okay, what are you doing here, Gramps? So there are still curious people in the world. I mean that I'm people that possess the virtue of curiosity. I'll tell you, I look at those young players and I can see they don't know a thing, and you know what they're talking about. And you know what they do about it? They ask experienced players for help. Yeah, right, they never ask, they always know better. I played this game for years, I've achieved everything, I know everything, and no one asks me a goddamn thing. I see them growing carrots, I know they grow faster with a barrel of ice beside them. But does anyone ask? No. You know why?
This game is so addictive.
So, you tell me, Ed. Dunning-Kruger effect. Rookies overrate their knowledge, mentors undersell theirs. But the world is changing too, especially this game. All used to be more true to life, more difficult, and those scallywag youngsters would get the bum's rush. But I digress. But I bet there's something you want to talk to me about, isn't there? Maybe you want to hear a story. Ask about the weather. Lovely weather, ain't it? Oh, yes, it is. But that's not how it used to be. Changing seasons, rain, storms. Now it's just sun all the time. That's what the players wanted. They were fed up with rain. Fancy that. I could tell you a lot of stories, okay? Tell me a story. I got three stories today. The topics are legendary artifact, how I became a sheriff, and an old game systems. What do you want to hear? The artifact. Tell me the legend of this artifact. All right.
What a lovely day.
It was about a decade ago. An event was announced that would last all year. A year. It was said that one of the loot boxes would contain a legend of harvest time, the artifact jewel. I can still remember it.
This
It
game is
was
so addictive.
It was a house in the game, a house of happiness. It was covered in flowers. It boosted joy neurotransmitters of whoever was in it. Um, Still don't have blue. Go on, Ed, I'm listening. So there was this player, Ted Godiva, who sold his apartment, everything he had to improve his chances. He spent a lot of money on boosts. That's how he got that treasure. The house is still hovering somewhere in the game. In Elysium, he settled there in harvest time. He became a zonet. He only had enough money to keep his brain alive for a few months. Even while he was dying, he kept smiling. Glacier make a comment on zonets. I read a report on
Sounds like
zonets.
you
He
are the best
needed
part of
a
the
lot of
game.
lots of money to stay alive for years, and not just to keep a netrium. An organic brain gets older. Someone would have to keep providing him Everbrain, a regenerative enzyme, maintaining a natrium liquids and the enzyme. Cost a fortune. Fortune. Okay, now that you listen to my story, I can answer your questions. Hey, you look like a guy who knows a lot. Do you know any gossip?
Sunset
If
Duels
you
are the
want
best part of the
gossip,
game.
you better talk with Fruity Betty. She's the chatterbox. Then the orange folk. Do you know anything about the orange farmers? Yeah, I've seen them around. I've heard them. They act like bots or like idiots or MPEGs. They play using freemium accounts. They talk weird. There's no point in mingling with them. Ed yawned. Forgive me, old man. I've choked myself out. I need a nap. I forgive an old man. Okay, let's go to talk to Betty.
Hello again.
Hi, Betty. Have a couple of items for sale. Take it and pay you immediately.
Add me to your friends, partner.
Uh, yeah, just give everything to Orange Folk. I don't want to steal his stuff. I want you to wire the whole sum to Orange Folk's account. Sure thing, sweetheart. They just received the money. Thank you, Betty. Pleasure's all mine. Say the secret password. Okay, let's buy a pitaya. The guy said I would get a weapon, so maybe I should go back. Sleeves. Kick the barrel to knock. I opened my deck and checked if the player was active. Yes, he was in the game. Okay, kick the barrel, knocking off. I kicked the barrel at full tilt, but all I achieved was my stabbing pain in my toes. There was no pain in this game, but the barrel had to be modified. Damn old coot. Okay, let's go back to the farm and let's see if I get a gun from him. Was it this guy? Guy, I think it's this guy.
Don't be shy. Stay on my field.
It contained a pricing list. Everything seems to be in order. I knew I could trust you. You said you wanted a weapon for the trouble, right? Or did you change your mind? Ask for the weapon. Give me the weapon. Okay. There you go. Though you can only use it to kill MPEG bandits on your farm since they removed PvP. So boring. Well, there's also Sunset Duels event, you know, the one where you challenge a sheriff to a duel. If you win, you take his star. But for that, you need a high-level character or lots of cash. Lucky Shot Winchester, he's gotten that before, okay. Maybe I should check this. No, I don't think they're simply collecting loot boxes. I think they're collecting gold, and of course some loot is worth a lot of gold, and someone else is pulling the strings. The orange folk use cheats and exploits. That's why the system kicks them from the game. I guess that's possible, but I don't know. And yet they're forced to collect loot boxes. They're addicted. The orange folks spend too much time in the game. They're losing control of reality. Their bodies and minds are paying the price. They abuse pharmacological substances. They suffer from side effects of pharmacological substances, stimulants, drugs, game pills, and the like. I do think it's possible, but I'm not. My skills are not, I don't have really any of these. What that is called doctor skills. I'm more of a hacker and a programmer, so I probably shouldn't choose that option. Can I maybe I should go talk to some people still. Can I talk to Rusty Ed? No, not yet. Yeah, I'm not a member of a guild, so I can't go there. Can I ask this guy?
Is that my favorite rancher?
Okay. What can you tell him about the Orange folk, the farmers? Yeehaw! I know them. They're with the Orange Dream Guild and work on a public farms. Oh, how sweet it feels to help those in need. How do public farms work? They don't work past level 8. They're still great fun, though. Yeehaw! I can set you up with a locator that'll get you there. Nope, I don't need a locator there. Public farms are a charming little valley outside of town, northwest of here. It smells like of basswood, chamomile, jasmine, and lilac.
I'm out of fucking order.
I'm out of fucking order. The banker turned out to be a hackbot. His name had been altered and he had a dumb look on his face and he was crawling with flies. He wasn't paying attention to me. Okay, cheater hacked the bot. I launched several apps that weren't exactly legal. I managed to access the command line and withdrew the maximum possible amount. It's only 1,000, it's not even much. Check the bot. Bot had been hacked well. Any attempts to access its code would require a lot of work and was unlikely to go unnoticed. So I guess I shouldn't hack anymore, but hey, I got some money. How do I get, like... Because I'm supposed to talk to the guy in the saloon. Like, Bob in the previous game and mission told me I should go talk to the innkeeper. But, it's completely useless if I cannot get inside the saloon where I assume the innkeeper is.
Hi, it's still no birds in the sky.
Ask about the orange folk. Do you know anything about the so-called orange folk? Any information could help? Well, in that case, you're in the right place. I know almost everything there is to know about them. Really? I'm all ears then. Let's start with the robin, one of my favorite species with orange plumage. They were introduced to the game with the European Immigrants update, which was quite a surprise to me. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I was talking about the farmers from the Orange Dream Guild. Oh, them. In that case, I can't help you. Let's watch some birds, Professor. Are we gonna see a dragon or something at some point? It's been a couple of hours and I haven't seen a single winged creature. You should come back with your own binoculars. You'll see less, but in greater detail. Ask him to lend you his binoculars. I'd like to borrow your binoculars, may I? No, I don't think so. I don't know you that well. I'm not even sure you really love birds. What's the birds? Let's watch some birds, Professor. Flying bird, that's what I call a beautiful sight, not those dirty cows. Laugh politely, haha. I'm sensing that you're just as excited to see a flying birdie as I am. You caught the ornithology bug. Sure. Well, of course. Watch the birds. Let's watch some birds, Professor. The longer we look, the higher the chances of seeing a flying birdie or even a non-flying birdie. Oh, the suspense is killing me. Well, unless there are no birds in this game. There must be birds here. There must. Well, maybe we'll put a tawny owl or a night heron when it gets dark. Could I borrow your binoculars? A fowl enthusiast like yourself should see them up close. There. Just don't take too long. Okay. Observe the farms. I turn my eyes toward the public farms. Workers dressed in orange suits bustled among the seed beds. Service area. A horse, a cow, a house. Oh, there, a road. I think it leads to the graveyard. It used to be accessible at the graveyard, but the devs excluded it from the game. You can see a European nightjar there. Wonderful birds. I looked to the sky with the binoculars and started searching for winged creatures. The kind of weather favors bird watching. Does the weather ever change around here? Never. The game used to mimic realism in real time when it came to meteorological conditions, but the players complained about the rain. Mimic real time in which country? Does it mean like in Warsaw or Poland? Or because I'd imagine a game like this would have players from all over the world. Okay, I guess it's time to leave. I cannot go back to the graveyard anymore. Can I go up these stairs? Nope. Okay. No, I cannot go there. Is this guy still sleeping? Yep. Yep. He's asleep, alright. So this is the way to the graveyard. Can I jump into the well? Nope. Of course. Where did my menu go? Like my HUD? Okay, now it's visible. It was gone for a while. I guess I can buy a cow. But I can't level up anymore. But let's see if I get
You're
anything.
attempting to interact with an inactive player.
I'd like to develop my farm. I see that you have the required amount of coins. Would you like to make the purchase? I'll take it. Congrats, cowboy! You got 1,000 gold coins, and now you can buy a cow. That's amazing. If you want the full bow and experience, get a premium account. Yeehaw! Okay, ask about the premium account. How do I buy a premium account? That's very simple. You just need to purchase a monthly subscription. You'll find the right form as well as our terms and conditions in your mailbox. Go pro today. By registering, one consents to personal data processing. The game's account could also be linked to a GitHub account. I didn't want that. I'm here on official business, not for fun. I don't have time for this. Yeah, would you really pass up the chance to become a real farmer? Are you sure? Right now you can get 50% off of your first month. Yes, I'm fucking sure. Can I get a yeehaw? Tell her to fuck off. Right on. Where's my cow? If you want the full bovine experience, get a free premium account. Say it's a scam. I got that 1,000 gold coins and I want to get what's mine. How do you buy a premium account? I am glad you asked, cowboy. Stop her. No, I didn't ask. Would you really pass up the chance to become a real farmer? Fucking sure. Like, well, I do want the premium account just so I can go to the saloon. But he said, like, it links to my account and whatever, so that's probably not a good idea.
Please don't interrupt their work.
Okay. Is there any silly Sally? Oh, so interesting. So I could try to kick this guy from the game, like log him out. Let's see if I can do it. Jack. I opened my deck and checked his activity. The data transfer was massive. This player was really busy. You see someone who doesn't seem to be doing anything and their data packet is still going wild, then you know something is off. I opened the preview of his source code. Yeah, I can't talk to him. Can I log him out? I could log him out. Yes, log him out. So goodbye. That's it. I don't know. I did get, some red stuff from it. Uh, so this is like, I'm good at. I have survival instinct and stuff. If I get this, and I still have plenty of points for everything else. But I guess I can save. I don't have to use it just yet. Or buy it. Yeah, I'm gonna load the game and have a look. I guess I have to go further in the deduction path here. I guess I'm gonna choose this because it seems more up my alley. Somebody else is pulling the strings. Okay, so the suspects. Can I talk? Tell Stanley what you've deducted. Okay, so now can I go back to the I was I was gonna say hospital graveyard. This guy's rusty. The old man was snapping on a barrel. Okay. Return to the graveyard. It seemed prudent to go back to the graveyard and give Stanley a report on the investigation. Find 2 ways to reach the graveyard. What?
Howdy. I can see you've wandered off the trail.
Oh, sheriff. I'm the sheriff of this town. Not many players know about this place, especially newcomers. What brings you here? Wild West, sheriff. It all added up. What do you want? I'm doing Stanley a favor. He's a friend of mine. He asked me to talk to you on his behalf. If you don't mind, of course. But before I do, allow me to proceed with formalities, he straightened up and cleared his throat. As the sheriff of High Rock, I'd like to officially welcome you to our community. I'm here to help beginners and uphold the law, the game's rules, that is. Welcome, rancher. I crossed my arms and looked at him expectantly. The man lifted his outstretched hand and carelessly adjusted his gold star hat. Not only will I answer all your questions, but you'll receive something else. A welcome package and a pouch of coins for your farm. Cool, ain't it? Let's go down to the saloon and talk over a drink. What do you say? Sheriff, it's a bit awkward, but I don't have access to the saloon. Not a problem. With my invitation, you can enter any public building. Let's go. I might have a job for you that will get you something more than gold coins. Gamedec. Let's take a walk. Take a walk on the wild side. Hank, it's good to see ya. How long until you're done? It's the Undertaker. I just logged in. 6 weeks left. Thanks for the advice, Sheriff Pretzel is all better now. Howdy, Ben. How's the achievement going? You got it? Howdy, Sheriff. I'm about to crack the physics behind these bundles. Today's the day. It has to be. Wait. I waited for the
Have a
sheriff
nice
to
day,
finish
farmer.
exchanging pleasantries with this guy. Sheriff, they vandalized Mr. Adams again. The woman said, oh, okay. Because this is... No, it's loneliness. Sincerity, impatience. So I had to be logical facts, discretion, caution, calm. Rules. Okay, so yeah, I have to play by the sheriff's rules to get some blue stuff. There's the saloon. You're blocked from accessing it, but we'll fix that little problem promptly. The sheriff typed a few commands into the game's interface. I saw that I now had access to the saloon. Be my guest. Wait a second, wouldn't that be cheating? Oh, it's one of the privileges of being a sheriff. I can grant access to the saloon to anyone I want. Okay, first, let me ask you this. What's your poison? Whiskey? Let's get to the matter at hand. I don't like to talk when I'm thirsty, but have it your way. Where would you like to begin? Ask about Stanley. First thing, you offered to do Stanley a favor when we were in the graveyard. Stanley was waiting for you, but he had to log out of the game. You can talk to me if you want. Why did he log out of the game? Now he's turning into a cowboy too. He wasn't feeling well. It happens sometimes. You had information for him on some issue concerning the orange folk? Is that correct? Inquire. Before we get to that, can you tell me anything about the Orange Stream farmers? What is there to say? They're farmers from a public farm. I was informed they're the reason you're in harvest time. Stanley's one of them. He mentioned they have a problem. I'm a bit surprised they didn't ask for my help. Well, they're kids playing on freemiums to pass the time, just the hell of it. They have no ambition to own a farm. Are the orange folk really children? Didn't you know that? Yeah, they're kids. That's why I can't figure out why they would hire a Gamedec. What makes you think I'm a Gamedec? Word travels fast. It's quite extraordinary having a Gamedec in Hierarch. People get, excited. They're curious why orange folk hired you. Well, I'm curious myself, but I expect that your investigation might require secrecy. On the other hand, I could help you. I know everyone here, you see. Who did you get this information from? Let's just say someone noticed a new guy hanging around the public farm asking questions. They texted me. I launched the game and here we are. Now that there's a Gamedec in my town, I'd like to offer him a job, if he's interested, that is. Okay, I guess. Could you tell me a bit more? Listen, I have a feeling our goals overlap. High Rock has a problem with a certain player, the Outlaw. I've been informed that they might be involved in prohibited activities. I reported it to the admins, but the Outlaw keeps coming back with new accounts. I need solid proof to ban them from this world for good. I know you're running an investigation. I think it's connected to the Outlaw. Could you share your observations? We could work together. Give him some false information. Fine, I won't go into details, but I can share some of my observations with you. I didn't want to tell him the truth, but I had to tread lightly with the lies so he wouldn't get the rise of them. I was called here to investigate a case involving false admins. False admins. It's a rather delicate matter. A group of players gained access to developer stacks. I have to find out who they are. The sheriff's eyes went wide. Damn, that is really serious. And what did you make of it? What do they use that access for? They use it to duplicate rare items and auction them off for real cash. The man was nodding enthusiastically. Damn, this could disrupt the game's economy. This could cost the orange folk. It seemed like the sheriff was buying my little story. For now, I've nothing more to add. He took a sip of whiskey. Do you think the players you're looking for are still in the game? Sure, it's possible, Sheriff. I'm almost certain that the Outlaw is responsible for the Orange folks' problems. I've suspected for a while that they're a fraud duplicating rare items. These kind of machinations not only hurt the game's economy, but can also cause malfunctions of the game's systems. If you agree to work with me, I'll tell you my plan to catch the Outlaw. You'd play a central role in it. Just one thing, I don't work for free. There's real money in it for you, after the job is done, that is. Gamedecs were generally paid upon completion of the job. Fine, I'll do it. You convince me, Sheriff, I'll work for you. He offered what I usually charge for searching for someone in Virtualia. I nodded and then realized that he hadn't told me what the job actually was. We shook hands, never signed contracts. You never signed contracts in my line of work. Alright, let's cut to the chase. First of all, I need you to confirm the Outlaw's location. When you do that, find out whether they work alone or have accomplices. Then we'll meet and draw up a detailed plan. What do we know about the Outlaw? I'm sure this player uses many different accounts and characters. Recently they've been known as the Outlaw. They were in some shady business with Black Rook, a known hacker and a fraud who had been permanently banned from the game. Rook did a lot of nasty stuff. He once hacked our banker Mr. Adams and gave him an insulting name. The next update should finally fix it. Could you give me a deputy star? Sheriff burst out laughing. I don't have one on me, but since you care about it so much, I'll get one for you. Cool. Deputy is cool. I shot the sheriff, but I did not shoot the deputy. What are you going to do in the meantime, Sheriff? I'm going to collect evidence against the Outlaw and inform the admins about our plans. I also have some real-life obligations. What is it exactly that you want me to do? Confirm whether or not that thug is still in their hideout, the guild house. Sheriff can't belong to guilds or enter their houses. Dumb, I know, but rules are rules. Just find out if the Outlaw works alone or not. That's all for now. I get to work. Wait for me in the saloon after you've found the answers. I'll be there all nightfall and we'll think up a plan. Oh, hold on. Let me give you the welcome package. The sheriff made several gestures and opened the game's options. Welcome to Harvest Time. Please accept this humble gift. Yeehaw! You receive 3 mystery gifts. I can't wait to open them for you. Come to the range. You receive the gift of 500 coins. You can use it to buy wonderful items. For example, from me. Let's meet up. This lady gets on my nerves. Can I turn off these notifications? Haha, I know what you mean. But you'll get used to her. Sadly, you can't turn the sweetheart off. It's time for me to go. I have things to do in Realium. I still had an obligation towards Stanley. I had to understand the orange folks' problem. So will you shake my hand this time, partner? Fine. See you later, Sheriff. Okay. One of the women upstairs beckoned me and pointed at the stairs that ran along the saloon's outer wall. My name is Leanne. We could help each other. Let's meet behind the saloon. That woman, Leanne, must have been listening in our conversation. She wanted to meet me outside the saloon.
Welcome to the Hard Rock Saloon. Can I get you anything?
I remember that what Bob Zappa at TMP had told me. I had a chance to contact him through the bartender. I just needed to say the password. Sure. I looked at the bartender knowingly and whispered, Mycorrhiza. Bartender's eyes flashed green. I had heard a familiar beep signal and the face of my old friend appeared before my eyes.
Pal, I'm in a meeting. I can't talk right now.
I'll send you when I'm done. This could take a while. Sure thing, later. I wondered if he remembered what he promised me.
Howdy, what can I get you?
Tell me about local rumors. I'm sorry, but I can only serve drinks. I'm an automatic correct, not a player. Please don't look so surprised. A player hired me to fill in for them as bartender. Their town profession. This paid service lets you keep a role despite being absent. If you're interested in other paid services, please visit the game's website. Now then, can I get you anything? Pour me a drink, would you? You need a premium account in order to buy drinks here. Premium my ass. I want a drink, you digital prick. I'm sorry, those are the rules. Maybe I should have... I'm gonna see if I can get blue if I give the other response, because now I got the red stuff, I think.
Welcome to the Hard Rock Saloon. Can I get you anything?
Bob Zappa.
Hey, pal, I'm in a meeting. I can't talk right now. Can I get you?
Show understanding. Yes! Okay. I got the blue, finally. It's been so long. Oh yeah, it's, you know, adhering to the rules. Okay, so to go talk to the woman, I have to go up here. Okay, here. Let's talk Gamedec. The woman looked noble and serious, though she kept looking around as though she were afraid of something. When she noticed me, her face took on an imperious look. You're a Gamedec, aren't you? Don't answer. I accidentally overheard your conversation with the sheriff, and I think I might have a simple but a lucrative job for you. I'd like you to provide me with intel about the sheriff, who he is, what he does, how many zeros he has in his bank account, and so on. Anything you can tell me about his life in Realium would be useful. Can I count on your help? Why do you need this information? I'm considering entering into a financial arrangement with this person. I'd like to make sure he's solvent and trustworthy. That is all. Fine. Alright, I've read him. Wonderful. Once you acquire this information, please come to the guild house. I'll be waiting for you there. Tell Rusty Ed that you work for me. He'll invite you to the guild. I suddenly felt the air move, as if someone had walked right past me. But nobody was there. I resumed the conversation with Leanne. I'm terribly sorry I got a bit distracted for a moment. Yes, I know this. Well, I think that will be all, unless you have more questions. I think this sensory celebrity suits my character. I'm gonna pick it now that I have some blue. Can you tell me something about yourself? I sense that you are a strong and interesting person. I'm sure I'm not wrong. Strong, independent woman who needs a man to do her job for her. She blushed. Oh, stop it. But wait, she's fairly dark skinned. I thought it's only like basically white people who can blush, but Asians have the Asian flush, so I'm sure they can blush too, right? Anyway. Oh, stop it. I'm not that interesting. I'm just a regular Harvest Time player. Well, alright, I'm a big fan. It's been a while since I last played. I was pretty busy in Realium. I finally managed to come back, but to be honest, I'm here on business. What do you know about this sheriff? I heard he's very respected here. Everyone speaks very highly of him. What's your opinion? My instinct tells me not to trust him. Right? I felt so myself. I'm glad I met you. What do you do in harvest time? Is she a whore? The woman burst out laughing. What haven't I been doing? I used to run a prosperous farm. I was on top of the leaderboards. Now I'm mostly here for the people. This community is one of a kind. Sadly, you can't trust everyone, which is why I asked for your help. Bye. Goodbye. Okay. What do I have here? Who is Leanne? Okay, how would I don't know anything about her yet, so can't say if she's a victim, perpetrator, or anything like that. I guess I have to ask the orange dudes about her. Wake Ed, wake up, buddy.
Greetings, new player.
Oh, I was snoring. Oh, sorry. No, I thank goodness it's harvest. There's no snoring here unless I've missed some patch. Leanne asked me to meet her in the guild house. Do you know Leanne, right? Leanne knows that you need to belong to our guild in order to get inside. She probably wanted you to join us. Okay. Tell me a story. I told you the artifact story, right? Would you like to hear a story about how I became sheriff now, or how about the guild game systems? Guess how you used to be a sheriff here? Tell me about it. Where do I start? Well, you know, we are not all up and about in here. We're not waving our arms around. Our corpses lie still on couches, mine at my place, yours at your place, and sometimes all about speed here, especially the duels. But I mean your neuronal speed, not bodily. If you want to be sheriff, you must beat the previous one. You must be faster, more precise. In situations like this, it's also important how you handle your emotions. Hothead will lose. The one who starts sweating, fidgeting, whose heart is pounding so hard it makes their hands shake, those with more experience win. It's as simple as that. Whoa, you're a real hellraiser. So listen, you like this. The guy was good, everybody could see it, but I noticed something. He would enter the game for up to 3 hours, maybe 4. It was always like that, but once he lingered playing poker, it was 6 hours, 7. Guess what? The guy was staggering, dropping off. I noticed his fragile brain, quick, but easily fatigued. It was his vulnerability. Next time I played him myself, I kept letting him win. I challenged him to a sunset duel after he had spent 12 hours here. He couldn't turn it down, that's the rule. He was good, but I could see in his eyes that he had already lost. His eyelids were twitching from the adrenaline rush. I'm guessing this isn't over. Go on. So, he wouldn't give up without a fight. He knew that would insult me. Don't get me wrong, he was a good guy. He knew I'd discovered his weakness. Maybe if he had money, he could have paid to get his neurons enhanced. Maybe that's what the poker was for. I never saw him again in here. Maybe he had a breakdown. Was he fed up with this quick fatigue? That bothered me a lot. Anyway, I was sheriff here for a full month before I lost the duel, but I never forgetting that guy. He had a nice vintage nick. Kill them all. Ooh. Kill them all? I know him. I've met him many times. I even invited him to my show once.
The weather's
Really?
perfect.
Did
Just
I?
like every other day.
Ed's wrinkled face brightened. Really hot? Damn. Well, I'm glad he's still holding up. Alright, I suspect you want me to answer a question now. Go ahead. Sheriff, tell me something about the local sheriff. Do you know that Billy guy? He's been nagging me lately, asking me to admit him to the guild. Him and those two loyal cowboys of his. You know, that cowboy Ack and Mad Dog, although the latter doesn't come here often. Ah, so the sheriff and Ack, the overseer of the orange folk, they're in cahoots. So maybe the sheriff has
What
something to
a
do with the
lovely day.
predicament of the orange folk. But I refuse every time they ask. I don't trust them, but keep that to yourself. But do you know anything about a player called the Outlaw? Do I know anything? I can't tell you that. The Outlaw is a member of Rusty Edge Guild, just like dozens of other players that asked nicely enough. Including you, my friend. Why don't you just have it out with them like civilized players? I don't know who they are and I don't really care. Yeah, but now I'd like to take a nap. Damn it. As I was leaving, Ed flinched suddenly as if he'd felt a prickling sensation. I felt a chill. I suddenly felt a strange presence a few steps away from me. Observe it secretly. I noticed some movement out of the corner of my eye. The air was shimmering the way it does on hot days. It looked like a shadow generated by the game's engine, a shadow of a human. It could have been a bug or an invisible player. A game deck as a game deck, I couldn't ignore these kinds of phenomena. I went back to Ed. Ed was sleeping like a log. Wake up, buddy. Oh, was I stirring? There's no snoring here unless I missed some patch. Tell me a story. I got no more. Okay, he closed his eyes. It used to be a game with ambitions. It was all about portraying something genuine. Physical labor, soil, dirt. That's how things get in Realium. You took your spade, there were roots in the ground you had to dig through. There were snails now and then. You grabbed them and either you threw them onto your neighbor's field or you killed them. I hate
You have to
snails.
level up more.
Snails, that sounds media-worthy. Can you tell me more about them? My viewers crave stories about oddities in old games. Ed Green. I cut the ones in half and placed them in my garden. I cut the ones I caught in half. Okay. Other snails came to feed on them. Then put them in a jar and covered them with salt. Then turned to jelly. Jars sold for 100 coins each. That's sure a way of doing things. Thanks, Ed. one way of doing things. So working on a farm was hard, all right. People say they had muscle aches after going back to reality. That was neurotransmission at work. You visualized your garden, then got lost in the work, digging up dirt, sweating, and then seeing the end product of months of work.
Have a
It
nice
was
day, Father.
therapeutic. Then, upon player request, devs started making it easier. They removed fatigue, sped up plant growth, got rid of adverse weather. Then they introduced premium accounts, subscriptions, microtransactions, and all that was left with the game was the box. Box? Well, maybe originally, but I don't. I think I find it hard to believe that back in this future games have boxes anymore because nowadays they're well, if you play on consoles, sure, some games have boxes, even though you can buy them online and stuff. But, anyways, comment on the changes. Games change according to trends and audience preferences. There are still words like Happy Hunting Grounds with full on simulation. Ooh, I hope we're going there next. Sounds interesting. Trenchman's moneymakers got their hands on it and turned something that mattered to players into something that mattered to them. Yep, that's how it usually is. And a lot of players just don't care. Like they're sort of like addicts. Like even though the product is worse, they need a fix. Something to distract them from reality, and that's sad. Anyways, ask about Leanne. What can you tell me about Leanne? I got the
What
impression
a
you knew her.
lovely day.
I do, from way back, but I can't tell you anything because it's not polite to gossip at all. Fine, I won't push you. Thank you, my friend. Nanette. I mean, Leanne is a new character in the game. She's back after a hiatus. I think she wants to start over. So it's Nanette. You see, she's a sort of public figure in Realium, so she values privacy in sensory worlds. Yeah, but now I'd like to take a nap. Ed yawned and snored. Oh, Bob Sapper.
Hi, I'm on my way to the next meeting. What's up?
Tell me what this is about. Do I really? I'm conducting an investigation in harvest time. I need intel on a certain
Howdy to your
player.
friends, partner.
Damn it, this kind of data is usually restricted. I can't help you myself, but I'll ask some friends. Who is this about? Ask about the sheriff, the outlaw, and Leanne. They're from High Rock region, and any information would help. Every detail matters here. Sure, I'll ask around. I'll send you as soon as I find anything. Later. Maya McPretty. She looks familiar. She's from the other game, right? Who do we have here? A favorite Twisted player. How fortunate.
Hello. We have a few simple questions for you.
As a Harvest Time player. It will only take a moment, unless you're like Bambo. Don't be like Bambo, the Girl Scout. Okay, go ahead. Here we go. Question 1. How long have you been playing Harvest Time? Ladies, I've eaten these seedbeds before it was cool, in the days before the great update, when you could assault a neighbor with a pitchfork. Question number 2. Have you ever been to the graveyard on a hill? Sure. Since I said I've been here long. Yes, I have. Alright, listen, here's question number 2. Have you heard about the Tree of Knowing? No. I saw a very large tree deep in the past world once. I think it was sequoia. Is that what you mean? Sadly, no. The girl struggled to conceal her embarrassment. Another question. Focus. Have you ever experienced flashbacks that weren't yours? No, I have not. Do you ever feel like someone is telling you what to say, as if they're taking over your mind and will? Uh, say no, what? No, not at all. I felt a wave of intense anxiety. Part of me flipped out upon hearing the question and made me say no. Hey, easy, we're just talking, okay? It should go smoothly now. Give me any number that comes to your mind.
Enjoying the game?
Um, 314. 304? What? What kind of question is that? What are you trying to drag me into? Take it easy, don't freak out, it's cool. Yeah, thanks, that's all. Your turn. Is there anything you want to ask us? Why are you asking about the Tree of Knowing? We're collecting info for our clan. It's a top secret mission, you know, so we can't tell you too much. Actually, we don't know much either. Hahaha. If you learn anything, make sure to let us know. Totally, come back with some solid info on the tree and you won't regret it. The Han clan knows how to return a favor. Okay, about 314. What was behind the question about the number? That 314. Does it mean anything? Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. We're not quite sure, but we're checking it out. Actually, it's not the first time we've heard such a response from an interviewee. Maya shot her a look and Mia stopped short. But the fact that you reacted quite oddly to that number may mean something. Okay, ask about I'm conducting an investigation and I'm collecting information about residents. You answered our question, so we owe it to you. What do you mean in particular? Have you heard about a player called Leanne? Yeah, she's a notorious scammer. She hangs out around the saloon, looks for loaded players. Supposedly collecting money for poor children. Yeah, right. I bet her son is very sick too. I hope we helped at least a bit. So, how's your clan doing? What was the name? Start with an H, right? The Han. Oh man, the Han clan, the best org in the world. With the most profound message, concept, and narrative. It's a riot, dude. Make sure to drop in tonight's code. That's where our headquarters are. Jeez, it's so amazing. Like everything starts making
The
sense.
weather's perfect. Just like every other day.
Okay, let's save for a while. Then, can I ask, does she know?
Everything's for sale.
I'm looking for information about the outlaw. I heard that player was here recently. Oh, that new
Want some
character.
I got the premium decoration pack.
Leveled up real quick and hold themselves up somewhere. I'm afraid they might be another fraud. Another fraud? Do you think the outlaw is working with somebody? Is there some kind of gang here? Hard to say. We had some trouble with this guy, Blackrook. He peddled illegal items and swindled people. The admins banned him at
Hey, you wanna join
sheriff's
the gang for the
request.
Pumpkin King raid?
It was funny she said that, since it was Betty who took over Blackrook's business. And now you've taken over his business. That's not true, I'm honest. To my clients, I mean. Betty smiled radiantly. What do you think about Sheriff, Betty? What everyone in Harak does. He's a solid and helpful player. I suppose you don't have an opinion yet. You're still new around here.
Sunset deals are the best part of the game.
It was better to share my thoughts with her. It seems she liked to gossip. Betty laughed. That's fair. Keep your thoughts to yourself, sweetheart. I'm curious, though. Could you tell me something about your real life in Realium? Sure, it's not secret.
This game is
work
so
for the Ministry
addictive.
of Internal Affairs. I organize new holidays. Are you saying that you're at work right now? You're on a couch somewhere in the ministry? That's right, sweetheart. We've got a lot of free time here. Currently, we're working on Neighbors' Day. Neighbors' Day sounds interesting. We're talking Realium, not some in-game event, right? Yes, Realium needs holidays and events just as games do. The Event is supposed to counteract the most common cause of depression in free Europe, loneliness. Free Europe sounds so dystopian. It's like, EU plus two. People will go out of parking lots and squares carrying treats, and the host will initiate conversations with simple icebreakers. Oh, sounds so cool. That's a good idea. I like to know my neighbors myself.
What a lovely day.
Really, I think it's idiotic, but the office pays us to come up with this stuff, and I can play Harvest Time in the meantime. Okay. So this is like mind influencer, super persuasion crap. This is, yeah, danger, stranger danger. Yeah, I don't really know what to think of Leanne. Well, the Maya and Mia said she is a scam artist. Who's this? The outlaw. Ah, okay, so sheriff. Ah, yeah. So all of them. So one of them is a cheater, one is a perpetrator, one is a victim. So okay, I'm gonna say that sheriff is probably a perpetrator. The outlaw is a cheater, and Leanne is a victim. But maybe it's not that simple. Maybe they're all cheaters. Maybe they're all perpetrators. Who knows? You asked. She leaned over. You asked about that player. I know that Blackrook and Outlaw were doing shady business together, but you didn't hear that from me. Betty winked at me and started orating her wares. How about this one? Oh, Bob.
Hey,
Hi.
sensing
I'm in a
you from the
meeting,
bathroom.
but I went to the bathroom and sensing you from a stall. Cool,
Want
huh?
to see my farm? I got the premium decoration pack.
You didn't have to tell me that. Anyway, got anything? Well, a friend from a customer service dug up some data about these players. I didn't get a proper look yet. I'll just read it out for you. Hi, Bob. I looked into this sheriff guy. Suspicious stuff. It seems like he's using some kind of cheat, a speed boost or timer manipulator. Ooh. The sheriff's account is registered to a man called Mr. Lebsky, and Leanne's real name is Nanette Doucette.
Add it to your
Nice.
friends, partner.
Thanks, Bob. I'm so glad I helped Bob. He's my homie. Now listen to this. That guy is a manager in her organization, Nanette's Foundation. Aha. I checked their in-game profiles, and there was not a single interaction between them, as if they didn't know they both play. Curious, huh? My guy from Hacks gained access to the VP Press cloud and found a recording featuring Mr. Lebsky and Nanette. Transcript enclosed. You owe me. Yeah, I do, Bob.
What a lovely day.
Transcript enclosed. You owe me big time. Bob finished reading. Okay, so they are talking to each other. Okay, I owe him. That's you, not you. Anyway, I have to go back to the meeting. Is this any good? Yeah, I have to thank him. He's Bob. No, Bob, I do owe you. I'm sure this information will help me. Take care. Ah, okay, it's in the codex. Okay. I'm glad I could return the favor. Take care. Good luck. Okay, let's go to the codex. Um, Yes, Nanette did deduce it. Nanette's conversation with Lebsky. The recording is missing the first 5 seconds of the conversation. Replaying the beginning is not possible. Actually, I thought we would finally meet in Realium to. Oh, Realium, Miss Doucette. Haven't people wasted enough time on meeting in person to fulfill formalities? True. Isn't it? To me, we would both have to get from A to B, find parking, make our way to an establishment that provided suitable safeguards so that no one could spy on our business using drone or camera. You're right. Of course I am, my dear Miss Doucette. Viper gives 100% guarantee that no one will eavesdrop on us or pry into our business. Not that we have anything to hide. Of course not, and I assure you there's no reason to be ashamed that your clinic is still not doing very well. That's why I wanted you to take over the Nanette's Gardens program in harvest time. Trust me, I'd be happy to. You will take good care of it, won't you? Absolutely, ma'am. Your children will be taken care of and provided with progress stimulating exercises, just like they have been. Couldn't we still meet in To be honest, Miss Doucette, as I can see, this thing keeps coming back like an advertisement drone in Low City. I'm a disfigured man. Oh, I use a prosthetic face. But that's what regenerative medicine is for. Not for everyone, dear Mrs. Doucette. My DNA doesn't take kindly to that sort of procedure. What about cleansing? I still cannot afford it, but I treat the defect as a learning experience. It shows me what pain is and makes me want to help others. Mr. Lebsky, I really feel for you, but it's rather strange that we never. Don't you have enough to worry about with the cancer hospital? Yes, the hospital is sick like my patients. That's why I have dedicated myself to it and the gardens. Let me help you. Why don't you leave Nanette's gardens to me? You can get a break, and I can do what I'm addicted to be honest. Which is helping others. You realize it's sort of an addiction. Oh, yes. I'm sending you the documents. I just need your IN, and that's it. Oh, I'll take care of the kids and the gardens, and you can focus on your hospital, get some rest, Mrs. Doucette. The conversation continues for another 10 minutes and 14 seconds. Playback of the remaining part of the conversation is not possible. So, I wonder if the kids are talking about are the because the orange folk they're kids, so maybe they're like patients in the hospital and they're being used to farm money. So I think it sounds a bit like both Leanne and the sheriff are dirty. I was supposed to talk to her.
It's good to see you.
Good morning. How are things in Hierarch? Sorry, I don't know anything. I'm just trying to stay away from the other players for now.
Have a nice day, farmer.
Enjoy the game, partner. She said we
How's
could
it going?
talk later. They say you know a lot about horses. I'm considered an expert around here. I'm a decent rider too. Horse secrets are a hobby of mine, you could say. For example, who else knows that a hungry horse stamps his hoof 3 times? I know it from the game. Games are great educational systems. That's right. Did this girl actually believe what she's saying? It was nothing but nonsense. Don't enlighten her. Really fascinating. I think I heard about that at some point. She gave me a kind smile. Bye, Millie. See you around. Bye. Maybe I should go talk to the orange kids. Maybe they know about Leanne. Potatoes, potatoes, potatoes. Fastest harvest, lots of food. Message. Farmer Janek on the forums.
Hey, you want to join the gang for the Pumpkin King raid?
Yeah, I've joined the guild, I think, already. Ed's guild, but I guess I can try talking to these guys still. Can I?
Don't be shy. Stay on my field.
Okay, he doesn't wanna talk. Let's see if we can get something out of this guy.
Please don't interrupt their work.
Howdy, Gamedec. So I've heard you're working for the sheriff. Good call. The law has to be respected. Yeah. I understand that you're chasing an outlaw and you'd like to question my people. That's problematic. You'd take too much of their time. From what I heard, the outlaw is anxious to leave Harrod. You should take your detective skills to a different part of town. Well, good luck and good day to you. What? So he's refusing to say anything else. I will buy any number of artifacts from loot boxes. Find me near the stands in High Rock, Fruity Betty. So I can't talk to these guys anymore. How about this guy? So I'm just gonna log him out because I get this. I get, XP for it because he didn't seem to be want to talk, and this guy is like, "Ooh, I didn't even notice his gun." This guy I can talk. Okay, hustle. Yeah, let's go check out my farm for a moment.
Howdy.
Open chest. Do I have a chest? Oh, gold coins. Do I have more? Ooh, unique item. Decorative item, dead tree. Unfortunately, it's not a tree of knowing, rumored about in different words, but it's still beautiful. Gardening sauce, why not? Why not? Shining with wrought steel polish through endless gardening. These tools are the mark of a true farmer. Show them off when someone visits. Sure, I'll take it. See how those steel tools gleam in the sunlight. Now you can parade them in front of the other farmers. Respect and status, that's what it is. So I cannot spruce up the farm. I don't want to buy a premium account. I don't think it's gonna be necessary. Where's the tree? Here. Okay.
This game is so addictive.
I can go here now. Who is this? Voila. Willa 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 blah. The women were involved in a lively conversation and didn't grace me with a glance. I stood aside and listened. Do you honestly think it was here, in the graveyard? The ledge, it grew and collapsed. What? The cosmic tree, Axis Mundi, the tree of good and evil, tree of knowing. This symbol is present in every culture. Vikings, Australian tribes, Christian and Slavic myths. It's everywhere. According to these beliefs, it's the spot where stops in the tree's axis on its trunk. It allows you to connect with the past and the future. For the Australian Renrentre people, there's what? It transformed space into the world and organized reality. So yeah, it's interesting. And the Haggis guys, his password was also Axis Mundi. So I guess maybe that's the, you know, that's like the ultimate destination of this game, to find the Axis Mundi, the world tree, and then I don't know, do something. The women kept talking, ignoring my presence. Interrupt. Sorry, I'm sorry. Could I? The women kept working without paying attention to me. Yeah, women kept talking, ignoring my presence. I'm sorry. Could I? One of the women looked at me haughtily, sized me up, and made some gestures in the game's menu. Players Chira and Voila added you to their ignore list. Have fun playing. Well, I got some XP out of it, so I guess it was worth it. Does anybody have a ticket to the Midnight Express for sale? Only guild members could access the guild house. Aren't I a member of the... Or do I still have to talk to Rusty Ed? Wake up, buddy.
Greetings, new player.
Okay, I'm not a member of the guild yet, yeah, because he fell asleep. Can you admit me to your guild? Sure, you listen to my stories and I can see you're not a member of any other guild. Just a minute. There, welcome to Rusty Ed's Guild. Be sure to read the terms and conditions. It's just one sentence. Be nice. Yeehaw! You're now a member of Rusty Ed's Guild. Thus you get access to the guild house, where you will find tons of attractions. Guild house is available from level 15, so get your farm and level up. Don't worry about the levels. My guild reigns on principles from 20 years ago, when there was no such limitation. The house is open. I've always liked to see it come and go. That's the appeal of old games. Okay, can I ask? Nope, no questions. Let's just go. Take care, Gramps. Finally, I can go to the guild. And there's Leanne. Guess I want to save, because her hospital, gardens, whatever sounds suspicious. Leanne was absorbed in a book, at least she seemed to be. The woman slowly looked up at me. Oh, it's you. Extort coins from her? I don't think. Have you heard anything about a player called the Outlaw? That girl upstairs? I don't know her. I think she's new. She's strange. She just sits there reading and reads books. Have you seen her talk to anyone? No. She came to see her. Nobody came to see her. She's alone. Okay, let's go to talk to her first. Stay away! Upon seeing me, the girl tossed her book away and made a few hesitant steps towards the exit. She was frightened. Stay away! Get lost! Okay, don't come closer. Try to be nice to her. I stopped. I didn't want to exacerbate the situation. She gave me an appraising look. The sheriff sent you, right? Oh. Sensory celebrity. What? Of course not. He wanted something from me, so I nodded along to get him off my back. What an obnoxious man. girl's face relaxed. That's good. I'm still not talking to you. Just trust me, I'm here to help you. No, I don't believe you. Can I scalpel her? Nope, no blue. Give me a chance. I bear you no ill will. Let's just talk for a spell and you'll see for yourself. Yeah, right. We'll see about that. I convinced her to listen to me. Now I had to get her to trust me. Listen. You know that you're no match for the sheriff alone, right? The girl nodded in agreement. Think about it. How would lying to you, framing you, serve my interest? If I'm here giving you the time of day, my intentions must be good, right? Well, maybe. Stick with me and you'll be fine, cause you know my friends are your friends, and I've got a lot of friends with a lot of clout. I didn't know you were a celebrity. So embarrassing. I know she doesn't seem that smart. The girl looked at me like a dog that used to be beaten but decided to trust their new owner anyway. Okay. Can you tell me something about yourself? Not much to tell, although I did recently give my supervisors the slip. I'm just sorry I didn't get to see that asshole Axe face. My dream is to visit all in-game locations. There's a snag. I can't leave without a ticket for the Midnight Express. It arrives this evening. I can get you a ticket for the Midnight Express. What do you think of that? What do I think? That's all I've ever dreamed of. Do it, please. Who are you working with? Actually, no one. I'm alone, all alone. Really? You don't have any partners? I don't, I swear. Sherry said to meet him at the saloon at sundown. I still had plenty of time. I could either pass the time at a saloon or continue my investigation. Tell me, what do you know about the sheriff? He's a cunt, for one. He's a pair of goons to Ack, usually watching us at their farm, and Mad Dog, usually watching the sheriff's ass. So is Mad Dog like the invisible glitch we sort of saw a couple of times? Because I don't recall seeing any Mad Dog. Yeah, she feels like a victim to me. The outlaw. Yeah, I don't think the sheriff, like, well, he's working with Ack, but yeah, I don't think Ack is either responsible for their logging problems. But yeah, he is a cheater, I figured that one out. I have to find more about Leanne. I don't know about her stuff. It's been almost 3 hours. I guess I should finish the stream soon, but not yet. About the sheriff. Sure, let's tell her. He works for Nanette's foundation under the pseudonym Mr. Lebsky. He runs Nanette's Gardens and activation program for poor kids. The woman's eyes and mouth went wide. For a good while she seemed to have trouble catching her breath. But how? I'm Nanette. I'm the head of the foundation. I had no idea Mr. Lebsky was the sheriff. He never said a word. Yeah, I want to know about the orange folk. What do you know about the orange folk? And nothing except that the fact that they work on a public farms and everyone thinks they're weirdos. But how is that connected to the case? Oh, now I understand. If Mr. Lebsky is the sheriff, then these people might be my kids from Nanette's Gardens. Oh my god! Thank you for your help. Do you have any other questions? If not, I'm going back to the foundation. Tell me everything you know about Mr. Lebsky. Never seen him in person, but we met in game. He offered to help me with Nanette's Gardens, and we struck deal through Viper. Guess it's like white fiber. The program was a burden on our budget. Mr. Lipsky came up with the idea to auction items from loot boxes that spawn when you grow pumpkins. I can't really say a bad word about him. He made the gardens self-sufficient. The kids from the program have decent equipment, supplements, as supervisors, although I have to say I'm not sure about anything anymore. Thank you for your help. Do you have any other questions? If not, I'll be going back to the foundation. Tell me the truth. What do you really do in harvest time? Nothing wrong. I'm looking for a sponsor that could support my foundation. I need money. You see, I'm running a children's cancer hospital. About the sheriff, well, he seemed rich. That's why he caught my attention. Thank you for your help. I have to go back to the foundation now. Bye. Okay, who is Leanne? I don't think she's like. I do get the feeling like, she's at least irresponsible when it comes to the children. Like they're being exploited. But she's not. Yeah, I don't think she's responsible for the problems. But I can't call her a victim either. Okay, the culprit. The sheriff, Leanne, somebody else. The Midnight Express. What a beautiful day. Cowboys all around. They come to handy for advice. Eat it now, so you won't ask twice. Can you show me a list of new players in Hierarch? Your ambition shames me, cowboy. Dozens of players enter every day. I could start listing their nicks, but that'll take... Alright, I get it narrowed down to premium players who started playing the last 4 days. Now you're talking, narrowing down, and voila! Here's the result. 2 players, Adventure, Argonaut, and Outlaw. I dare say the former is you. Can you summon Poppy for me? But of course, hey, Poppy! Yeehaw, brave cowboy. Want to go to your ranch? Okay. Be waiting, blah blah blah. Okay, that's just to go to the ranch.
Howdy, hello again.
How can I get the golden ticket? Like, I don't know what good is it anymore. Like, you know, Outlaw, she wanted the ticket to the Midnight Express. But what good will it do? Oh, pen. They kept moving. Did they want me to milk them? Whose cows are these anyways? They looked unclaimed, but this game had no stray animals. Their tails swung at the same place. Was it a glitch? If it wasn't in a game, I'd say that someone gave these animals a scare, but who? I felt this strange presence that had trodden me before. I knew I had to investigate it. There were two tools I could use. The intermirror could pierce through the cloak, while Pain Ping launched a painful jamming impulse. Pain Ping seems more like, you know, combat-y. I opened my deck, chose the direction I believed the anomaly to be in, then sent the Pain Ping impulse. I heard somebody let out a pain-induced hiss, and for a moment I saw a human silhouette. After a while, the shape disappeared. I knew that if I caught this ghost, I'd be able to examine it more closely, maybe even talk to it. Okay, so how can I find the ghost? Maybe by... Will rainbow tomato seeds from Spring Breeze be useful in a year? Cause should I toss them out? No dumb jobs, Farmer Klaus, okay. A dumb question. I felt a sudden strong gust of wind. There was an occasional mild breeze in this game, but nothing like this. I was either hallucinating or I had just seen falling dust arrange itself into the outline of a human being. Just as I expected, my invisible stalker reappeared. Okay, so I could use the examination. Both were illegal. Hunt for the ghost. I could trace the player by performing either safety scan or putting on Gamedec goggles. The scan was more reliable, but I risked drawing admin attention. The goggles were safer, but their range was limited to my field of view. I guess I'll use the goggles. Use the programs that inform you about the ghost location, catch it and force it into a duel. It was time for this little birdie to show itself. The goggles pointed me towards the ghost, but I only had a short while to find it. I had to hurry. I was determined to catch the ghost, so I hurried in the direction suggested by the app. Okay, save. Okay, it's not here, so this way. I had the enemy in the bag, I just had to restrain them. The freeze app I had in my deck was the best tool for the task. Scan him or her. I activated my scanner and the bastard had quite an arsenal of programs. There was something familiar about the software. It took me a moment, but I finally recognized it. They were Gamedec apps. I was up for a duel. My enemy didn't wait for an invitation and quickly launched the first attack. The enemy attacked with web. It was a massive thing. I launched a helmet which provided me with immediate defense and weakened the attack. Sure, enter the fight. It seemed my enemy had access to a standard collection of apps, but so did I. I opened a window with offensive and defensive programs. Duel. To gain advantage in a duel, choose attacks your opponent has not seen before and defenses that will fit your opponent's attacks. I guess it's sort of like the Monkey Island insult sword fighting, but not quite, I guess. But we will see. Apps had different speeds and methods of operation. Successful attacks gave you an advantage, while good defense helped you keep it. Okay, attack. Okay. Halberd. I used Halberd. The strong attack signal overrode the enemy's commands and made them ineffective. Enemy tried to hide behind shield. The app was faster than Halberd and it was the right method, but I still came out on top. I was sure my opponent had already chosen an application. The opponent threw shurikens at me, dispersed and fast attack. Okay, I guess pirouette, because, well, both, like, you know, if it's, I'm not sure if it's like fight fire with fire. He has disperse and fast, should I have disperse and fast? Or, but pirouette also sounds like, you know, it's something that in an anime you can avoid shurikens with. Pirouette was a good app, I hope it would work. It was the perfect defense, I wasn't affected at all. Okay, I guess it's time for an attack. Okay, let's try monster. I'd always imagined this attack like a pack of little aggressive monsters. In reality, it spammed the target with annoying notifications. Okay, that's annoying. The enemy reacted with pirouette too slow. I gained the advantage. Woohoo! My opponent was preparing another attack. The enemy hit me with web. Okay, how was it? Massive thing. So it doesn't say what sort of attack web is. Is it? Well, let's try programmer. I wondered if my enemy knew that one, the so-called query redirection, the simple one once you get the hang of it. The enemy became target of their own attack. That must have surprised them, but I knew they would be more careful next time. Okay. Sensory celebrity, yeah. Personalized ads. I had access to tools that could bury my enemy under a pile of personalized ads. Shouldn't mess with infotainers. It definitely made a mess of my opponent's screen, which was the point. I disarmed my enemy, which allowed me to restrain them and check their identity. Relations. A female voice spoke to me. Alright, you really kicked my ass there, let's talk. Have her reveal herself? Show yourself. I want to know who I'm talking to. This silhouette is all I can reveal for now. My avatar is somewhere else. I've been following you for a while, using a slightly modified Guardian Angel app. Who are you? Tell me. Relax, I'm a friend. I'm like Saddam Hussein. I like your profession and I'm intrigued by your investigation. That's why I've been observing you at work. I don't want to say right more now, not here. Fine, I understand, fine, but I don't appreciate being followed and eavesdropped on. And you still haven't answered my question. I'm a friend and I'll try to prove that to you. As for all the spying, I hope I can make it up to you somehow. What do you want from me? All I want is a friendly chat, one game deck to another. Sorry for all this sneaking around. Will you accept my apology? Fine, we're cool. Really great! I gotta say, I didn't expect that. As thank you, allow me to... Maybe I'll share some information with you. It might help you with your investigation. I don't mean to force my solution on you too early. After all, I can be wrong, right? Finish your investigation and let's meet to discuss our findings, preferably somewhere private. For example, in my bedroom. Let's try. In my bedroom. That's what I offer. I'll keep that in mind. But for now, I propose we meet in the graveyard. Do you remember the way? You need to jump in the well of the saloon roof, but most metals are fine. I see you there. Good luck. Mysterious Gamedec vanished in the thin air. A moment later, I received a text file in a private message. I scanned it and opened it.
You have to level up more.
You really kicked my ass there, friend. Please accept the enclosed files with my compliments. I overheard the sheriff say something about a cheat called Speed Boost. There was also something else in the file. The outlaw that the sheriff is after is actually a new skin belonging to one of the Orange Folk farmers. She's a girl named
Just like every
Camellia.
other day.
Yeah. So the outlaw. I collected this data by listening in on players. You might find it useful. The message ended with a note. I'd like to speak with you about this case. Remember the graveyard. I'll wait for you there. Okay. I guess I should go talk to the outlaw then. Yeah. Even says it here in my quest log. Uh, Speak then, ask. Why can't I tell her? I know your name. There was some weird effect here or something. Maybe I can
Hello again.
ask her. Show me your wares. Betty winked at me knowingly. I also have a midnight express tickets for friends and regulars only. 20,000. Thanks, but I can't afford it. So how can I make all that money? Like, do I really have to grind in the
It's good to see
farm?
you. Hi, how's it going?
Undertaker. Gravedigger. Tombstone pile driver. My eye was caught by the reflection on the tombstone. It wasn't smooth enough to reflect anything clearly. I looked at Gravedigger's tools and wondered what holographic epitaph I'd have liked to see over my tombstone. Epic. Life is a fight we are meant to lose, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't fight. That's what makes life worth living, pushing back against the waves. That's good stuff. I'll have to carve it on one of my stones. Okay.
All hail the Black Rook! Checkmate, mother.
Can I withdraw some money from you? A loan, line of credit? I don't know how these things work around here. The bot responded in a thundering voice. I'm out of fucking order. All hail the Black Rook. Checkmate, motherfuckers. Neat hack work of a pro. Okay.
You have to level up more.
I guess I can go talk to the bird dude, Mr. Locke.
Do you have anything for me?
Could you tell me anything about the residence of Harrock, Professor? I'm asking about the other players, not birds. Other players, they don't seem to be interested in birdies. What can I say? They're weirdos. Have you heard anything about a player named the Outlaw? What? Los Perosia? There's one in the game? I don't know, but that person. Oh, a person. For a moment, I thought you were asking about a beautiful bird of paradise. I'm not interested in players, not at all. Okay, lending the binoculars. Yeah, nothing going on. How about the guild house? Yeah, so I can see Outlaw there in the guild house. Dark corner. Her female outlaw skin looked like a premium item. It was the player Sheriff Billy was after. She was hiding in the guild house. Yeah, I knew that already. There, did you see that up at the bank? Is that a birdie? No, the roof's texture was updating. It looked like a Danak. Okay, let's go. Okay, I can't jump there anymore. I have to go to the well, I guess. So why can't I... or do I have to... I think it's somebody else responsible for their problem. But it could be the sheriff. But I just think it's weird. Like, I can't ask them more questions, like anybody really. This is sort of...
Don't be
a
shy. Stay
flaw
on my field.
in the game, I would say. Because there's, I can understand if they don't want to answer me, but I should be at least able to, try to ask about a lot of stuff from these players. Or like, why can't I log out and Google about the children's cancer hospital? Like, there's lots of stuff like that I should be able to do. The codex, let's see, organizations. No, Realium. Can I... Technologies. Like, or why cannot I find out more about the hospital and stuff? So these are games. Knight's Code. Yeah, so this is the... At least we're gonna go here in the game, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Nanets. Harvest Time. Viper. The name is a portmanteau of virtual presence. Viper generates simplified virtual environment that can be used to tell energy. Okay, telesense. Sensing. Harvest Time. Low City. Yeah, why can't I find out more about the gardens and their kids? There are details like that should be addressed. It's relevant. And why isn't, like, Ramon is here, but why is, or Horney, but why isn't Outlaw here? I don't really understand the basis on what characters arrive in the codex. Let's do some planting. Oh, it's golden. But yeah, it's not enough to buy the ticket for the express. But I don't know if there's... Because I already like have won the girl's trust. But whatever her name was, Outlaw's trust. Like, of course, if I could have asked Bob for the money if I really wanted it earlier, but I guess it's not necessary. Okay, now I have more than 2,000, I'm rich.
Yeehaw! You're attempting to interact
There's nothing to
with an
spruce up.
inactive
Ask
player.
about the cow. It's a scam. Huh? Ah. Okay. Okay. So... I'm debating with myself if I should end the stream now or still try to catch culprit, but I think it's gonna take some time, so maybe it's better to end the stream here for now. But thanks for watching, and next time I hope I will find out what's wrong with the orange kids.